Hello everyone, I am BowserJrXD, and welcome to the AutoTrader EchoPark Automotive 400 at Texas Motor Speedway. And hold that thought just one bit. There we go. It's race number 30 of 36 for the NASCAR Cup Series in 2023. The round of 12 begins after the knockouts of Ricky Stenhouse Jr., Michael McDowell, Kevin Harvick, and Joey Logano. If you're going by the points, it was McDowell, then Stenhouse, then Harvick, then Logano. But, yeah, the points have reset. Truex has been saved from his horrendous performance in the round of 16, and now he's got a chance of redemption, although he starts in the middle of the pack today. Bubba Wallace, the guy at the bottom, starting at the round of 12, will be starting on pole alongside Texas native Chris Buescher. What the hell? Why am I getting a Formula 1 and that's not even a real car? Or is this for Apex? Right. Oh, it's a don't text ad. Well, that's a new ad. I don't know if should use IndyCar, considering that NBC is the parent channel of USA, and both IndyCar goes on both NBC and USA. But I digress. Also mention that they used the number 22, which is associated with an actual team and driver, with the actual driver Yuki Tsunoda. That's me just hyper analyzing this ad. I'm just waiting for the.
I think from pretty much this point on, one mistake, one bad day can really be the game changer.
Tyler Reddick is the defending winner of the race.
Texas, first race of the round, right? So take advantage of a normal race. There is a normal race and get out of early win.
Oh, yeah, because after this you got Talladega and then the Roval, both of which are chaos.
Have been reset, and that means that 12 drivers still have
All right.
opportunity to win the title, and they've got to get through this round and then get to the round of 8 so that they can fight once again to get to the championship.
Put the charger on my computer.
A two-time champion and four-time Texas winner, Kyle Busch. Dave, can you make it 5 today?
Well, we're going to see. When I talked to his crew chief Randall Mann about round 1, he said 2 words: not good. They're hoping this could be a lot better. He mentioned the Ford Cup with 17 wins over NASCAR's 3 National Series here and over 1,000.
That's 19. They can't count.
Start of a good round 12 for Kyle Busch. Yeah.
Well, Dave Ross Chastain starts this playoff round at -3 to the elimination line. The team felt they were just average during the first round and needed to elevate their performance if they want to survive past this round. So what specifically do they need to do? Crew Chief Bill Surgeon said earning stage points is something they need to work on, and that starts with a good qualifying effort. Well, yesterday, Ross delivered, earning a 5th place starting position. His first Texas start, Marty, better than 12.
Well, Kim, Chris Buescher wants to win no race more than maybe the Daytona 500 than here at his home racetrack at the Texas Motor Speedway. His hometown, Prosper, Texas, is 40 minutes north of this racetrack.
So like Fort Worth, Denton County, I assume. Fort Worth's in Tarrant, and Denton is to the north. So they make up. It's big part of the DFW metropolitan area between Dallas County, Tarrant County, Collin County, and Denton County. Thank you, politics, for teaching me about that. How about no? Let's not make it hotter. It's 102 degrees down there.
Here to say the most famous words in motorsports, please welcome 3-time CMT award-winning singer and songwriter, Shelly Roll.
That guy.
What's up, Texas Motor Speedway? Drivers, start your engine!
That is one hell of a command, and with it, 36 drivers ready to roll off.
flat it is. When you enter this corner, you're going 10 mile an hour faster than when you enter turn 3. And because of no grip, you're going 15 mile an hour slower when you get to the center corner. This is where the wrecks happen, and this can change the championship, Junior.
You know, I love that outside line, Jeff, and this turn right here in 1 and 2 will develop that upper line as the race goes on. We've seen a lot of drivers get outside of that bottom groove and end up in the fence, but if you run tight against that inside line, you can make time around this corner and down to turn 3 and 4. But if you slip up, if you get out of this groove, the grip goes to 0 and your car goes in the wall. We're going to find out just how these guys navigate this race. The start's coming up next.
All right. Time for the starting lineup now. Starting 36th, driving the number 51, Biohaven Jacob Companies Ford for Rick Ware Racing. From Charles Ford, North Carolina, Todd Gilliland. Starting 35th, driving the number 15, Patriot Mobile Folds of Honor Ford for Rick Ware Racing. From Phoenix, Arizona, J.J. Yaley. Starting 34th, driving the number 78 Gunk Chevrolet for Live Fast Motorsports. From Wauchula, Florida, B.J. McLeod. Starting 33rd, driving the number 38 M Better Health Ford for Front Row Motorsports. From Huntington Beach, California, Zane Smith. Starting 32nd, driving the number 2 Discount Tire Ford for Team Penske. From Columbus, Ohio, Austin Cindric. Starting 31st, driving the number 14 Rush Truck Center's Cummins Ford for Stewart Haas Racing. From Mitchell, Indiana, Chase Briscoe. Starting 30th, driving the number 21 Dex Imaging Ford for the Wood Brothers. From Huntersville, North Carolina, Harrison Burton. Starting 29th, driving the number 9 Kelly Blue Book Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. From Dawsonville, Georgia, Chase Elliott. Starting 28th, driving the number 31 Leaf Filter Gutter Protection Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. From Winnemac, Indiana, Justin Haley. Starting 27th, driving the number 7 Gamebridge Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Corey LaJoy. Starting 26th, driving the number 77 Shelton Company Chevrolet for Spire Motorsports. From Welcome, North Carolina, Ty Dillon. Oh, here. Been running fast, crossing county lines just to make my name in the city. I worked for this for all these years and I wouldn't break or back down. I fought through all my fears and all of my frustrations. I see the light, it's getting clear. I know, I'm taking it down. Woohoo! Woohoo! It's my time. I'm taking it now. I'm taking it. I'm taking it. I'm taking it now. Well, I guess I found out this thing has a DVR. All right, starting 25th, driving the number 41 Autodesk Ford for Stewart Haas Racing. From Berlin, Connecticut, Ryan Preece. Starting 24th, driving the number 47 Kroger NOS Energy Drink Chevrolet for JTG Doherty Racing. From Olive Branch, Mississippi, Ricky Stenhouse Jr. Starting 23rd, driving number 12 Menard's Dutch Boy Ford for Team Penske. From Hartford Township, Ohio, Ryan Blaney. Starting 22nd, driving the number 4 Hunt Brothers Pizza Ford for Stewart Haas Racing. From Bakersfield, California, Kevin Harvick. Starting 21st, driving the number 10 Smithfield Ford for Stewart Haas Racing. From Fort Walton Beach, Florida, Eric Almirola. Starting 20th, driving the number 22 AAA Insurance Ford for Team Penske. From Middletown, Connecticut, Joey Logano. Starting 19th, driving the number 42 Sunseeker Resort Chevrolet for Legacy Motor Club. From Portage, Michigan, Carson Hocevar. Starting 18th, driving the number 24 Liberty University Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. From Charlotte, North Carolina, William Byron. Mention Elliott in the owners' playoffs. Blaney and Byron, the first proper playoff drivers. Number 1 and 2. Starting 17th, driving the number 34, Loves Dello Ford for Front Row Motorsports. From Glendale, Arizona, Michael McDowell. Starting 16th, driving the number 19, Best Pro Shops Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. From Mayetta, New Jersey, Martin Truex Jr., our third playoff driver. Starting 15th, driving number 45, Jordan Brand Toyota for 2311 Racing. From Corning, California, Tyler Reddick, our fourth playoff driver. Starting 14th, driving the number 48, Ally Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. From Tucson, Arizona, Alex Bowman. Starting 13th, driving the number 3, Bass Pro Shop Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. From Welcome, North Carolina, Austin Dillon. Starting 12th, driving the number 43, VersusEverybody.com Chevrolet, or DallasVersusEverybody.com Chevrolet for Legacy Motor Club. From Byron, Michigan, Eric Jones. Starting 11th, driving the number 5, HendrickCars.com Chevrolet for Hendrick Motorsports. From Elk Grove, California, Kyle Larson, our fifth playoff driver. Starting 10th, driving the number 11, FedEx Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. Now for the top 10. For Joe Gibbs Racing, from Chesterfield, Virginia, Denny Hamlin, our sixth playoff driver. Starting 7th, driving the number 20, Interstate Batteries Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. From Norman, Oklahoma, Christopher Bell, our seventh playoff driver. Starting 8th, driving the number 99, Kubota Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. From Monterrey, Nuevo Leon, Mexico, Daniel Suarez. Starting 7th, driving the number 8, 3 Chief Chevrolet for Richard Childress Racing. From Las Vegas, Nevada, Kyle Busch, our 8th playoff driver. Starting 6th, driving the number 16, Action Industry Chevrolet for Colleague Racing. From Los Gatos, California, AJ Allmendinger. Starting 5th, driving the number 1, Worldwide Express Chevrolet for Trackhouse Racing. From Alva, Florida, Ross Chastain, our 9th playoff driver. Starting 4th, driving the number 54, Interstate Batteries Toyota for Joe Gibbs Racing. From Charlotte, North Carolina, Ty Gibbs. Starting 3rd, I can't fucking see my screen. Driving the number 6, BuildSubmarines.com Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. From where is he from? I know what state he's from. From Rochester Hills, Michigan, Brad Keselowski, our 10th playoff driver. Starting 2nd on the outside pole, driving the number 17, Fastenal Ford for Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing. From Prosper, Texas, Chris Buescher, our 11th playoff driver. And on pole, driving the number 23, McDonald's Toyota for 2311 Racing, with a pole time of 28.672 seconds and average speed of 188.337 miles per hour. From Mobile, Alabama, your final playoff driver, Bubba Wallace, though the 23 did not make the owners' playoffs. And that is your starting lineup for today's AutoTrader EchoPark Automotive 400. It's the first 400-mile race in the track's history, I believe.
To them, and that's what we heard Kim say about William Byron. Both William Byron and Martin Truex Jr., their playoff points are 36, so they've got a good advantage starting this round.
Well, what we learned that last round was a good advantage isn't a guarantee. Martin Truex Jr. went into Bristol on the outside looking in after 2 bad races. Now you look at this round, Talladega and the Roval, the next 2 races, no one on this page wants to depend on those. You think about Bubba Wallace, you would think about Talladega. Well, why not Texas? If he could get the job done here today.
Per NBC Sports, this will be the warmest Texas race ever at 100 degrees. All right, I believe the lights are off the pace car the way that the fans are cheering. And it is. Lights are off the pace car. All right. The round turns 3 and 4. Pace car pulls off pit road. It'll be 267 laps around the 1.5 mile quad oval. The flagman gives the green flag. We are go at Texas. God help us all. A couple even away in the back. Leaders get to the first turn all right. They all get to the first turn all right. It's side by side for the lead now between Bubba and Busher. Busher got a good run off the top, but Bubba's going to send it deep into turns 3 and 4. He is clear for the lead.
Really impressed by Busher's ability to run that second cruise through 3 and 4 with pace early in this race. Not tiptoeing around this racetrack up there in that second cruise.
The driver's trying to work on the bottom. That's Allmendinger and Bush. And here's Ty Gibbs on the outside of the number 8.
This side does not have it as quick.
There's already some debris. There's like a plastic bag that somebody just ran into. Bush lost 2 spots to both Gibbs and Allmendinger in that last set of turns. That's for fit. He's fallen back to 7th now.
They move around though. That's one great thing about the heat in the surface of the racetrack. At the end of the day, it makes this racetrack wide.
Steve, you mentioned the uniqueness of this racetrack. A wide, sweeping turns 1 and 2, a lot less banking. Then when they go down to 3 and 4, more banking and a little narrower radius.
The original construction was pretty similar. Both ends look like this end, 3 and 4, with that banking. A lot of throttle time, a lot of speed. Well, a few years back, they reconstructed turns 1 and 2, so if you ride on board with Kevin Harvick and the Hunt brothers pizza drivers, not only is it flat, but this big, wide entry into turn 1, pretty easy to get lost, or like this, turn left.
Right now, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 of the playoff drivers running in the top 10. Blaney is the farthest back right now in 26th.
You're too late on the turn.
You know, Chase Elliott, who's in the honors playoffs, who qualified badly, is still seeing Meyer back in 30th. Hamlin, P11 right now. Reddick, P13.
Early on, and this one was pulled out to 3-4 car length lead. Brad Keselowski winning in the 3rd spot. Chastain and Gibbs top 5. Allmendinger up there in 6th. Kyle Busch, Daniel Suarez, Rebel, and Kyle Larson all in the top 10.
Track temperature is 141 degrees.
Fuel-wise, with this first stage, 80 laps, they can't make it all the way, or can they on fuel?
Let's see. There's a little group up there, just not enough to do anything with right now, according to BJ McLeod's spotter. BJ McLeod is running in last place right now, which is why Brock Beard picked up that radio, because that's the type of stuff he does. Kudos, shout-outs to him and his awesome work.
Break this up somewhat near the middle of the stage. And I think that's when we'll see the cars move up off the bottom of the racetrack. When the pace is lost on the bottom, you can't find grip and speed. It was there.
Reddick looks like he just lost a position, or no, he lost a position to Eric Jones. He's back, fell back to 14th, and he looks like he's about to lose 14th, going back to 15th, courtesy of Alex Bowman. You got him. Reddick goes to 15th now.
Reddick with the Toyota on board, be able to get out front and win a year ago at this racetrack. Hey Kim, what's going on with the 78 of BJ McLeod?
Yeah, we talked about the tools drivers have to keep themselves cool in the race car, especially with hot temperatures. Well, for BJ, his cool suit has failed.
Oh my God, it's boiling there. Like you could roast an egg on your asshole.
We're talking with drivers, especially playoff
Oh no, Austin Cindric second from last. Good Lord.
because it is much worse having a failed cool suit than no cool suit at all, because it ends up pumping what is warm water.
Oh God, warm water? Oh, that's awful.
You can unplug it down on the bottom left. It's plugged into the box, so you can get the
Hottest cup race like 100 fucking degrees. Like that is ridiculous. It looks
It is a great invention, one of the best inventions for
it makes Singapore,
history of the sport.
which is a notoriously hot race for F1, look like goddamn Antarctica. I think.
Jeff, were just the helmet fans. We had an actual cooler that pushed cold air into the works so well.
Before the Xfinity race yesterday, Justin Allgaier told me that he thought it would add years to drivers being able to drive and race cars. It makes that big of a difference. The problem is when it fails, it's that much worse because yes, you can unplug it, but that water is still in that vest, and we've actually burned race drivers, blistered their skin. That's how hot it gets.
So an issue already for BJ McLeod and his cool suits.
Cool suits have been around the sport for decades, Rick, and they failed for decades. Even with the technology today, it's never sure whether the thing's going to work for you every time you get in the car.
Truex back in 18th.
Well, Junior, you brought up an interesting point. You said sometimes the crew chiefs
Led most laps of any winless driver at Texas with 689. Runner-up 3 times. Finished top 10 in 9 of the last 14 Texas races.
for every race. James Small does not let him have an air conditioner normally, but he did for this weekend. First time in a year and a half he has an air conditioner blowing cool air into the helmet. Why is that a decision? Well, Steve, it adds 9 pounds to the race car, and maybe more importantly, it pulls amperage off the car, which could take away.
Battle for 9th place. Here's Kyle Larson on the inside of Christopher Bell. Gets a spot, and Denny Hamlin trying to come around to it as well.
You finish that story because you're making my man James Small just seem like he was mean. No air conditioner for Truex, but it does. That weight, 9 pounds, might not seem like a lot on a 3,500-pound star car, but if it hurts where you put it or it changes the center of gravity, it can make a difference. The amperage, a little less of a concern because these guys have to turn the alternator off on a final restart. That kind of gives you the power back, but defend my man James. It's performance reasons.
And just to clear it up, it's not the normal AC unit that has a belt on it that pulls power away from the engine.
Right, it's something.
Entire field is completely single file. Boo.
Yeah, it's some crew chiefs fight for that weight, some don't.
I forget what Heat does to PJ1, but
Well, it is the
Right.
hottest race ever at Texas, and right now the hottest driver is Bubba Wallace out in front. He's led since dropping the green flag, 13 laps up front.
well, I guess while we got commercial,
When the world of business is constantly changing, you need to stay ahead. So what about AI to generate new possibilities? Machine learning to predict what customers will like. Or expand your business by forecasting delivery routes with real-time data.
alright. Maybe to be a wreck or something. Minor, at least they chopped off 100 miles off of this race. Thank God, because I don't know how long if I could take much of that. All right. All right, we're back.
19 laps up front for Bubba Wallace. And as we take a look at the Xfinity
Has anything changed? Lost Reddick battling Bowman. Okay.
The fastest lap that has been run. It was on lap 2, 29.303 seconds around this mile-and-a-half racetrack, an average speed of 184 miles an hour. Daniel Suarez in the 9, just in front of the 5 of Kyle Larson.
Larson running just a little bit higher through the middle of 3 and 4. Saw him doing that in practice, just trying to find out whether there's a lot of rubber on the right side tires on the bottom groove. So he puts the left sides in that rubber to see if that actually helps the car find speed, find grip. Watch Denny moving up the racetrack here, 1 and 2. Deal with creating momentum down the back straightaway. Seeing a lot of drivers starting to move around, starting to look for speed off the bottom of the racetrack.
Is this early, 20 laps in?
I love it. Talking over here, drivers talking about cars getting tighter. A tight race car is definitely a car you're going to try to drive up the racetrack and get some rotation. You move up the racetrack because
We're coming up on 30 laps, which is when we're going to see if the tire will have a problem. Busch, 4-time Texas winner in Cup, finished top 10 in 5 of the last 6 Texas races, 16 career intermediate wins. Number 8 team won the race last year with Reddick. It was Reddick's 3rd win of the year after Road America and Indy. Oh, and Truex gets past William Byron.
Saw Martin Truex Jr. there make the pass on William Byron, so Truex Jr.
Oh, I thought like Byron got way high.
Those two coming into this round, the most points, the most playoff points that they were able to earn starting this round, which helps them out.
Looks like Truex is starting to run a little higher.
Coming in with no playoff points. For him to advance, we've looked at the history, it's going to take about 104 points, which if you break that down into the 3 races, it's 35 points a race, which means he has to finish 2nd in these 3 races to get that many points. For William Byron and Martin Truex Jr., they've got to finish 14th to get the same number of points because of all the playoff points they're starting.
The big difference maker, though, is you're assuming both 0 in the stages. Yes. There are 20 points available, so for Bubba Wallace, who's qualified on the pole, I think that's the pathway. I don't look as much at the finishes as points earned.
But that bubble, that would be, I would hurl something if that was the bubble.
He needs stage points. That's Bubba Wallace's goal. Unfortunately, for the other side of the playoff guy, Ryan Blaney is the guy down there at 12th currently.
He needs a good day. He's not having it. Like all the drivers like Bubba, Chastain, Busch, they needed good days. They're having it.
Yeah, when you're trying to get points and you need stage points and you cannot get yourself up through there, it's going to make your challenge that much more difficult.
Ryan Blaney again making his 300th career start.
He's been top 10 in 8 of his last 9 races here, and he won the All-Star race back in 2022, which is even more shocking to see this 12th car struggling like it is.
Yeah, I'm confused. I thought that he got a great shot to make the Final Four and even race for his first.
No, Penske's been off ever since Charlotte. As a whole.
Ford struggled all year long, but now we're starting to see Brad Keselowski, Busch, or some of the other Fords compete, win races. Penske is just.
Look, Art Roush is the only team in the top 10 for Ford. And then it goes back to they're the only ones in the top 15. I mean, look at Cindric, 33rd right now. Jones on Bell for 12th.
He needed to free it up, but he was so loose on exit he couldn't. So he couldn't carry enough speed into the corner because it wouldn't turn. And if he tried to loosen it up so it would turn, then it couldn't. The rear tires did not stick on corner exit. And that is going to be difficult to fix. They're going to have, this team will fight all day long and they'll work hard. But they are challenged today, and the conditions are going to make it harder for them.
We just saw Eric Jones make the pass there a minute ago on Tyler Reddick, and no surprise, the 43 team has looked very good to start off these playoffs.
All of Legacy Motor Club, not just the 43.
Hocevar running 19th right now.
Eric Jones right there in that bright silver with black number 19, a little different look. But Hocevar, the 42, Jones and the 43 have both, in my opinion, continued to improve. So as Legacy moves to Toyota next year, that is really good momentum out of what we see in these final few races.
You mentioned that paint scheme. It's a partnership between Versus Everybody, which is a leading apparel company from Detroit, and Legacy Motor Club. And the brand is launching a merchandise line that will be available online at DallasVersus versuseverybody.com. And what it's to do is celebrate that brand of the deep-rooted spirit, cultural vibrancy that is right here in the state of Texas. And Legacy Motor Club has that available as a merchandise line. You can get it online as well. A portion of the proceeds from the merchandise sales go to the Eric Jones Foundation.
43 is caught up to the 11 and the 5.
So these drivers might not see every day.
He's looking around the racetrack, and I love what I'm seeing from this 43 car. Finding good speed. He's closing in on
30 laps in, tires are holding up.
Drivers are starting to make passes in 3 and 4 by using a high lane. The grip is developed over there first. Drivers are starting to get up the racetrack. That helps them down the front straightaway. Now that the spotters are seeing other drivers doing it, we're going to start to see it migrate to the front of the pack. That's what always happens. Guys that are back to back drive first. They make it work. That information goes to the front. Do not be surprised at all to see what's happening right here with Eric Jones starting to happen with everybody in the field.
Kyle Busch right there just made a pass on AJ Allman here. He's been working on this.
That's 6th place.
Finally, it was that 16 car get to the high side of 3 and 4. Closing in on the 54 of Gibbs, who has Keselowski in front of him. Where does that car go down here, 3 and 4? Back to the top of the racetrack.
McLeod has been lapped. First car to go a lap down.
Dave.
So 35 cars on the lead lap.
Thought I heard that one of the reasons why that pass took so long was because the car was tight, but it was difficult to understand Kyle on the radio, and I think he was having the same trouble hearing his crew. And since then, the communication has been fairly clear between the team and the 8 driver. It's a bit tight right now for Kyle. You see him working both sides of this. And by the way, guys, crews down here getting loosened up like they're getting ready for the first round of pit stops.
Steve, you mentioned that they bring maybe this stage up, which we're about 5-6 laps away from the middle of this stage.
Gibbs on Keselowski on the bottom. They got a lap car in the way, though. Not able to make that pass. And here comes Busch on the outside of Tiger as well. And he'll make that pass for P5.
My doctor gave me breast trees for my COPD. Things changed for me. Breast tree gave me better breathing, symptom improvement, and reduced flare-ups.
Restry won't replace the rest.
Oh, pit stop's going off. Bell's on pit road now. Yaley also got lapped.
The first to take that opportunity. Little chassis adjustment there for fresh Goodyear tires. Snow Field still needs a little bit better balance to do what he wants in that. A little bit trouble. Trouble, it looks like, on that left rear, getting the tire. Slow stop for Christopher Bell. As more cars making their way down, including Ross Chastain, he was telling the team the back of the car is loose. He felt like he had no right rear contact with the racetrack. Asked for more rear stability. The crew poured fresh Goodyear tires, a chassis adjustment, and Sunoco fuel. Marty
chief for Chris Buescher this morning, and he said a lot of concern about tires here at Texas this weekend, even though it's a new Goodyear tire. And he said, I think everybody's going to play it very conservative, but a problem for Buescher can't get going.
Oh!
Out of his stall.
Oh,
Meanwhile, Bubba Wallace is coming
fuck,
down pit
great.
road.
He was my pick to win.
The car was just a little bit tight. He told Booty Barker, let's keep this track conditioning if we can. That's going to be the name of the game. Can you keep your car up front all day long? For 23-11, it's been a fantastic playoffs in terms of pit road. Bubba's team has been very solid after a shaky regular season. Danny Hamlin on pit road as well. They just didn't go anywhere. He was right behind Kyle Larson for much of that run until the car felt like it was out of the track. Green flag stops here, happening halfway through stage one.
So much importance placed on the pit crews right now, not making mistakes. We saw the 20 with a slow stop. We saw the 23 with a great stop.
Oh, Bell had a bet.
See so many cars on and off pit road. A few are going to take their time coming to pit road. Cars towards the back may opt to run a little bit long, but pit road's a busy spot. You see Alex Bowman in the 48, clean right side to the left. Looks like a very clean left side, jack down in a way. When they don't wait on fuel, you expect 9.5 second pit stops. That 20 pit stop was nearly 15 seconds. Was running in the 12th position. We'll see where that cycles out when it all is done with the cycle. But you mentioned it, the 23 of Bubba Wallace, clean on and clean off pit road.
Alex Bowman right now scored.
There's the Yaley car getting skipping service.
Ty Dillon, Chase Elliott, Ryan Blaney.
Now Chastain cycles out in second place.
Making their way onto pit road as it cycles through. Bubba Wallace will see if he is able to hold on.
We got a crash! It's Austin Dillon.
Hit for the 3 team.
The wheel came off.
Wow.
You see it, you saw it bouncing down the racetrack. There it is.
And he lost a wheel. Or a rim, at least.
Look at driver's side. The damage to the driver's side of this one for Dillon. As the first caution has come out here.
And we saw the wheel tire coming down the racetrack.
7 cars haven't pit. Oh, wow. Holy crap. Like, the rim is separated from the hub. That is wacky. He just pit.
Well, there you go. So, a couple things. So, we see the outside of the wheel. I can't see now in the right rear hub to see if the center of the
That
wheel.
is a wacky crash.
Without a doubt, the majority of the wheel has come off. So, it either A was loose, and what happens when it gets loose is it can fall over the brake caliper, which will cut the wheel. Like it's in a lathe, like it's in a piece of machinery. It literally cuts right through it. There's so many things that could go wrong, but it was after the pit stop, so it's going to be pretty clear it had something to do with that. This is entering 3, guys.
Let's see.
Mark Trix Jr. Go up the racetrack. He sees the problem.
Wow. That wheel just liberated itself. My God.
Started into the outside wall.
That's just such a helpless feeling for Blaine for the 3 of Dillon. I mean, you can't do anything. I mean, he knew something was going on, but you can't just slow the car down and stop it. You're absolutely flying down the back straightaway.
I wasn't sure if Mark got through there clean. Looking at it from a distance from the booth here as it was happening.
It's been that kind of year for Austin Dillon and this team. They just.
Yeah, well, we also had a penalty, if I recall.
Question, I think, is right here. If we freeze it, let's see. I see tire, I see wheel. And
Nut.
Zoom right there.
Lug nut.
And that is the wheel nut. That is the evidence for you. Tight wheels don't come off. Tight wheel nuts do not come off. So.
Man, like all 3 parts. It's so weird to seeing all 3 bits of that wheel, rim, hub, nut just flying off.
We talk about it. So obviously a miscue. A good opportunity for 7 cars who had yet to come to pit road.
Bad for the cars who got, well, according to this, there are 10 cars that are lapped down, none of which are playoff cars. Those are now Austin Dillon, who just wrecked, McLeod, Gilliland, Yaley, Smith, Priest, Logano, Stenhouse, Gibbs, Haley. I don't know who gets free pass. Ty Dillon, Elliott, Blaney, Briscoe, LaJoie, Burton, and Cindric had yet to pit.
It's a tough job, and it's made that much tougher with these conditions. So all of the playoff cars had serviced their vehicles except for Blaney. Now the good news for all of those cars, they're back on the lead lap just because of how many cars stayed out and where they stayed out from. Now for Ryan Blaney, who's now running in the 3rd position, it was a disastrous start. Car not driving great, but they were communicating about it. He was all the way back in 25th. Now he's running 3rd. He'll come down and get already pitted. But, Dave, they're going to be able to make adjustments and stay on the lead line.
Ty Dillon asked, hey, why don't we just stay out and keep everybody down a lap? And crew chief Bonamanian said that would be a net negative. So, come on down. 4 good years of fuel. And 77
Yeah, well, there aren't enough cars to keep the lap down.
Like, needing major help on that race car. Still no rear grip. Wrecking loose, he said. 4-wheel grip, but going way more free than it is tight. So air pressure adjustment. 4 tires, no fuel, Marty.
Yeah, right. So expected he would lose 2 crew members for 2 races. He asked the old 8 crew, so they swapped prior to Bristol. Did Ty Dillon pit and lose all of it? How do you pit from the lead and lose all? Oh my.
So the first caution comes out of the day, and it happens here with the 3 of
That is a crappy.
wheel coming off, driver slamming into the wall, caution coming out.
A truck is a tool, but a ram is life. Yeah, it's the wipe the sweat off your brow sort of life. But it's also the let's load up the ATV's life.
Let me just check stats for this all. Thank you to whoever subbed. Hey, we've almost hit the view goal too.
Innovations, comforts, and powertrains built to power all the lives you live. Ram.
Wendy's and breakfast 2 for $3 is so good, the crew is giving every combination code names.
Yeah, that sauce biscuit and some tay-tay.
Eggman and Saucy Boy. 2 hot coffees.
No matter what you call it, Wendy's breakfast is that breakfast. Choose Wendy's new 2 for $3 biggie bundles.
Oh boy. Looks like it was a good stop for the 24. Obviously, the team I'm rooting for the most, because they gained 7 after pit stops and the cycle through. They gained 8 spots. Buescher lost, I guess, 2 spots as a result of pit stops. He's behind Chastain and Kyle Busch. The 3 of the 4 drivers I thought would be eliminated this round are all running 1, 2, 3. The other one is in 21st. Okay, after some waiver rounds, it looks like then Haley, Gibbs, Stenhouse, Logano, Priest are back on the lead lap.
Follow the action. I know there's 12 fans that are watching very closely. The race to 1 million is heating up in the NASCAR.
The Powerball lottery.
12 fans are locked in for a chance to win $1 million in NASCAR Championship weekend. Follow the playoffs, see who advances and who gets cut. 122 degrees. By the way, the folks at Hunt Brothers Pizza told me that they can bake a pizza at 550 degrees, so thankfully they're not going to be anywhere near that inside these cars today. But still, it's climbing. 122 now in the cockpit there for Kevin Harvick. Kim, how about the 20? And it seems like rinse and repeats. They've had issues on pit road again.
Again?
There are multiple issues during the playoffs for this team, and Dave touched on the switch for the playoffs. This used to be Ty Gibbs' crew. You know, at first glance, we thought maybe it was a tire changer issue. It was actually a jack issue. They did not get the jack all the way up on the left side, so they had to wait for the jack in to re-jack it up before they could get the tires changed on that left side. But again, multiple issues during the playoffs. This was the crew, remember, that won the Pit Crew Challenge back at the All-Star race for
That's
Todd
true.
Gibson. They
Back at North
switched
Wilkesboro.
this team to Christopher Bell for the playoffs, and again, multiple races with issues on pit road for this pit crew.
Well, the result, 15.6 seconds.
It's at least 5 seconds lost,
to 16.
basically.
So, it was a lot more time than that on the racetrack, but bunching it up under yellow will make it look a little bit less painful. Ty Gibbs as well, another Joe Gibbs Racing pit crew. The other half of the 20 swap had a 21.5-second pit stop. They were 5th before, and now they're way down the running order, so all the way 28th at this point.
Chris Buescher, he was second when the whole green flag pit stop cycle started, and then he has this issue, stalling it in pit road.
Yeah, I don't know if he was waiting for that left front tire changer or it just stalled on it, but either way, he went from 2nd to 4th. So Buescher 2nd to 4th, Christopher Bell 12th to 16th, the big loser, Ty Gibbs from inside the top 10 all the way back to 28th, Marty.
On the Ty Gibbs stop, they actually got the air hose caught on the right front side of the car. Had to go back around and unhook that to be able to finish the stop. And Buescher simply said after that stop, my bad. Sometimes that happens, right, Jeff Burton? You can stall it, leaving the stall.
Yeah, you can. You don't want to make that mistake. Get by with it early in the race, but late is going to cost you. Bubba Wallace was leading the race. He chose the inside line. That puts Chastain to the outside.
Here we go. We're green. Bubba got a good start. Chastain trying to creep back up on the outside.
Have that second line as they go to turn 1.
Chastain with a really wide entry. Trying to draw in.
As they come down the front. Oh, we got a wreck. Almirola and Bowman.
Bowman is around.
Oh, and they...
Obviously down to 1 and 2. It's so slick down there. We talked about it before the race. How flat the entry is.
Well, there's something up with the hood on the right side of the hood. Well, driver's side right on the hood of Almirola.
Those two were running just inside the top 20 on that restart into 1.
And building confidence in the race.
They were... Bowman was 14th. Almirola was 18th. Let's see that again.
See right here, Alex Bowman with Host, I'm sorry, the 42 car on the bottom.
It looks like we're 3 wide. Hosbar just up
Ooh.
the track a little bit.
Okay, the way the 48 moved was pretty strange. No one else got involved.
I'd like to see that again. I thought Hosbar might have got up a foot or so in a tight situation.
They're running right around the 50.
It was almost synchronized spin.
Lucky there's no more cars.
Just like they did at Daytona a few years ago.
There you go, great shot.
Or was that Almirola? It was somebody in Bowman.
Truck just a little bit. It just kind of upsets the 48 car, whether there was contact or whatever. You know, if you're going to make that move, it's a good aggressive move. It's a great way to make some ground up. You got to attack on these
I
restarts.
mean, there was like no room for the 48 between him and the 34.
Putting other cars 3 wide, you absolutely have to make sure you stay tight around that apron and don't put those guys in a bad situation.
And there'll be little benefit of doubt get into a rookie driver, right? A rookie
Hocevar is now in 13th.
They're
If I
gonna
remember
not
too.
like that at all. When a rookie driver pushes the issue, gets up the race track a little bit, they're going to put a lot of pressure on cars. And they go, hey, man, we're not going to race like that. We'll see later in the race if they come back to have a friendly conversation.
Steve, you pointed at the screen. Who's maybe the most beneficial here? Who shouldn't have been there?
Yeah, that bright green 20 car, you got lucky the 48 spun back from the left.
Not to the right. That could have taken out the 20.
We're gathered here to mourn the loss of your Rebels promotional unlimited premium plans for $15 a month.
It was a beloved deal by many. But as all good things must end, so does this. I don't want to do this. Can we just keep the deal alive a little bit longer? We can? Woo!
This feels really nice. I am drunk on power right now.
There comes a time in every dip's life when it's ready to leave the slow cooker, even buffalo chicken dip. So we put juicy chicken, buffalo sauce, and melty cheese in a bowl of crispy golden shell. Run away, dip. You're free now. Sonic $2.99 buffalo chicken dip bites.
Experience the joy of home sweet hosting with help from Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years on guest-approved essentials starting at just $17 per
It was Daytona I'm thinking of.
Accessories store-wide to finish every look. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
Steelers Nation.
Raiders Nation. They bring it wherever they go.
All right, now we white. We're back. Now, let's see. Logano and Yaley back on the lead lap. Susie and Smith. So just Gilliland, McLeod, Dillon a lap. Well, Dillon's out. McLeod, Gilliland a lap down.
Rick walked here under his own power. You okay? And what happened?
Yeah, we had a loose wheel. Just stakes kind of in the way our year's gone. Coming off of turn 2, it's a little slick there, getting up to speed, and I didn't really think it was a loose wheel, but it was really loose, which could have given me a little bit of hint, but got down in there in the 3 and 4, you see the wheel just come off, and unfortunate, man. We'll go back to work and try and stay positive the rest of the year and try and get a win with the Bass Pro Shop team.
Thanks, Austin. See you next week.
You can hear Austin there
Dealing with a little bit of a head cold. A little bit concerned about whether we can run the full distance today, considering
I mean, it's boiling.
we'll be in the car. Glad to see you. Now talk to us.
Okay, getting that driver's side up at the wall. We've talked about how hot it is. We really got to applaud the fans here in Texas that have come out in droves. The sun beating down on them. We've heard the temperature feeling like it's about 108 degrees out there. Ambient temperature over 100 degrees right now. With the fans out here showing their support.
It's great to see them here. They're tough. They're tough to sit out here in this heat. I really appreciate them.
All right, let's do this again.
Wallace on the inside. Ross Chastain on the outside. Kyle Busch on the inside of row 2. Chris Buescher. Cross for Texas. Chris Buescher on the outside of row 2.
Here we go. Green once more at Texas. Three wide. Here comes Butch to the inside and Chastain on the outside. Bubba gets back down to the bottom and takes back the lead. 3 wide for third almost. Wow, that is 3 wide for third. Here comes Kyle Larson. Oh, we got a caution. It's it's Todd Gilliland. Come on. Another wheel.
Todd Gilliland brings this caution out. It's caution number 3. Frustration you hear in the voice of Gilliland.
Unbelievable. It's the second time.
With setups in these cars at some racetracks, Steve, the cars actually sit on the racetrack, and it just, you cannot get the car moving, and NASCAR will have to come and.
Well, that's another car out with the same problem. Different area of the track though. Backstretch versus the
that Todd Gilliland gets out of his normal car that he drives. Zane Smith is in it. Todd's in this car. Todd is signed full time for next year, back in his normal car.
Right there is Todd exiting turn 2.
whoa.
Wheel trying to come off the car.
Bit of contact there with McLeod.
Pit road lap 39.
Gilliland would be the free pass, I think.
And Steve, a wheel comes off on
it's been adjusted. So in past, you see the wheel nut bouncing off the pit wall and coming back across. So last year it was kind of a post-event penalty. They've changed it where now there's a during-event part of it as well. If the wheel stays on pit road, the penalty is much less severe. You just tail into the longest line because they assume you're trying to do the right thing. But if you carry a loose wheel onto the racetrack and it comes off on the racetrack, that's 2 laps, and it's also a couple of crew members. What's surprising about these wheels is they're right sides. We normally see left sides, like the jack gets dropped before the tire changer gets the wheel tight, but on the right side, it must be an installation issue.
And Steve, one of the other issues that they're going to have, they say, we just heard the spotter and everyone saying they wanted to be towed back to their pits, but they normally would hook to the wheels, but now when you don't have a wheel in the back, if you hook to the front, does it drag along where that wheel should have been on the back?
Oh yeah, you're going to drag some stuff off. I mean,
This is the third caution.
It's definitely not good. The big question mark is their day over? As you see the driver out of the car, their day is over. Right? They lost the wheel, but that caused them to spin out and wreck. This isn't just a flat tire situation. Their car's sitting on the frame rail, so Todd Gilliland wants to be. It's not up to the crew. There was some confusion earlier, a race or two ago, about Truex, that he got pulled back to the garage when he wanted to come to. This isn't up to the team. NASCAR decides whether you are wrecked and you are out of the event.
I was gonna look up something. I can't remember what.
They said
Shit.
they bring you back to your pit roads, you can put fresh tires on it, but this isn't a team decision. You don't get to vote and say, oh no, I still want to be in the race. That's not how this works.
Unfortunate for Gilliland, the wheel comes off, he goes around, and then is not able to get back to pit road and is out of the race.
Oh, we're back.
All the way onto the pin, and then the tire changer comes in, tightens the wheel up, and more than he tightens it all the way over the locking mechanism. In these situations, either the jack is getting dropped on the right side too soon, and the weight is on the wheel not allowing it to be tightened up, or the tire changer just isn't pulling it up far enough. Either way, wheels coming off the cars here in Texas.
2 mistakes already on pit road.
All right, we're green again.
51 have run on the last 2 cautions.
Oh boy.
Bubba Wallace on the inside. Ross Chastain
Wow, they're really like spreading out.
taking place. Chris Buescher.
Oh, and then they came back together.
5 of Larson.
Bubba gets a good run again. Clear at Chastain.
Buescher. Those two fighting for third.
Two of the cars that were stuck in the back, or at least in the middle, which were William Byron and Martin Truex, were now in the top 10, trying to pad out their points lead. Good, very good. 21 to go. Here comes Kyle Busch to P3 over Buescher. Ooh, man. Oh. Busch has a flat tire. Oh my God. He's still going though, but he might, if he spins out, it could be a major wreck. Truex is falling out of the top 10. Like, he looks like he's still going.
He just said, now I don't know. I don't know what's wrong with it. It doesn't feel right. Y'all remember yesterday, just an hour dominating this on a restart? He had a massive problem, lost a lot of track position, wasn't comfortable with the car. Maybe another issue like that where the tires just weren't clean under the caution. He gets up the racetrack, gets to bring home the tires. Seems like he's settled in now.
You heard on the radio, went up the racetrack, the track just wasn't ready. And that's what that is. It's your tires are hot, picks up that debris, and that debris doesn't come right off. It takes a few quarters to get that debris off. That'll get better as this racetrack gets run on. The more people run that hot groove, the more the track will be cleaned up.
So it sent Busch back to the 7th position. Now it's Bubba Wallace, Ross Chastain, Chris Buescher, Kyle Larson, Denny Hamlin, Tyler Reddick, Kyle Busch, William Byron, Brad Keselowski, and Eric Jones, the top 10.
I'll call a few spots, and I know that it's great. He's going to be able to rebound and continue this race, but not many laps to go left in the stage.
17.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 positions right there given away. Stage points given away for this 8 car.
Good start of the race for Ross Chastain. You know, we haven't talked a lot about Ross lately. It's been a while since he's been an incident on track. You know, for a while we couldn't have a race. We didn't talk about him. He's cleaned all that up, and he has recognized, he's talked about it, he's recognized the importance of earning points, the importance of, if you can run fifth, try to run fourth. Don't try to win. Don't try to overextend yourself.
Don't wreck people.
But you can't do it every race and advance yourself to these playoffs.
Jeff, 16 to go here in the stage, and Bubba Wallace is just those laps 16 from his first playoff point of the year. Crazy to think, but talking to Booty Barker this morning, he said we need those playoff points. We need stage points as well.
You need a win as well. I had him missing this round. I'm sorry, I had him missing the round of 8. I had him in the round of 12. I did.
Marty, you mentioned it, stage points and how important they are specifically to this one team of Ross Chastain. That has kind of been their Achilles heel this season, and Christian Felstern told me that was the goal for this race, and it all started with qualifying. They've been working on their qualifying effort recently. It paid off this weekend. He had a 5th place starting position. He has taken advantage of that track position lead. Currently runs in the 2nd position. Dave, right now, just building a little free on that Chevrolet.
Joey Logano was on pit road. Some adjustments can only
Doesn't matter. He's out of the playoffs, so he's now kind of irrelevant. Where's he running now? Like Logano, 29th.
and they repaired that, but there's the adjustment being made. This car was very ill handling.
Like Penske's been terrible.
Been flirting with the top 20 position since the start of this race, currently running 29th.
Whatever it is, it seems to be a Team Penske issue. Logano 29th, Cindric 25th, Blaney 24th. So those cars...
Like the team has fallen behind.
would technically be the quick run entry. Harrison Burke line so best in class at the moment.
Bubba Wallace putting a little more distance between himself and second as Ross Chastain is about a half a second behind Bubba.
This is what we have come to expect from the playoff cars on your pylon. You see the yellow line know for everyone it just looks like it is because the top 9 cars are all playoff cars. The only one in the top 10 who isn't, Eric Jones, and just behind him, Truex and Bell. Think about that. You have, 11 playoff cars inside the top 12. Blaney's still struggling back in 24th.
Right now, Ross Chastain entering the race was the first car that was below the cut line. As he was running, he's 9 points above with the 45 of Tyler Reddick now, the first car below the cut line.
Drivers, I know we talked a lot about the heat for the guys behind the wheel, but you have to think about these pit crews. You've seen 2 wheels come off already. And, I know it's their responsibility to do pit stops and tighten the wheels, but the heat has got to be affecting and distracting these pit crews as well. With them to go in the stage, they're all going to get another shot at it here at the end of the stage.
Well, we were standing down there in the pre-race, and it is just smoking hot. You can see they're all...
Here, Hamlin on Larson. That's for P4, but Larson throws the block.
It was interesting. I don't know if Larson moved down the back straightaway, almost like, hey, take the outside, take the position here. I'm going to let you go, but I'm not sure that's exactly what he was doing, but definitely moved along the back straightaway, and Denny didn't really know what to do.
Was he taking Denny's line away? Had Denny been running?
Kyle Busch going up the racetrack, and William Byron by for P7.
Still struggling, trying to figure out what's going on with that car.
You got less than 10 to go on the stage, and then you can find out what happens.
Same thing happened to the 7 yesterday when he got up in that stuff and it wasn't ready. When he got up too high in the middle 1-2, it was probably and he sucked for about 3 laps. Just give it time here, we're still in a good spot.
Since then, Kyle has radioed back. The right front just feels like it doesn't have air in it. It's chattering. He's asked to hang in there for a few more laps to the end of the stage. Drivers, when you're asked to hang in there, you know there's something wrong. That's tough.
It is. He just gave up another spot back to 8. Trying to race them stage points so important.
And just right now, look how fast you can go. You see how you can keep the guys behind you. You know what I mean? You need to gain stage points. You don't have the pace to go up there and pass William Byron.
Oh, he's spinning out.
Oh, Kyle Busch around! Bam! Hard into the wall goes Kyle Busch.
With the back of the car, the caution comes out with under 7 laps to go in the stage.
Oh. That'll give Truex a stage point.
With the car, gone up the racetrack a few times, and now this trip up there gets him in the wheel.
Huge damage on the 8 car running east. This is both RCR cars in an accident. Austin Dillon had a wheel come off. The 8 car had this issue of some sort he was trying to nurse, and you saw it live from the onboard camera.
And he's coming down the pit road backwards.
Spun around.
The same car last year, out of bed running on the race. Kyle Busch came in there, expecting a good run.
Busch doing his best tomato impression.
On the racetrack, Steve, he's trying to do minimal damage to the car by doing this. This is his mind. This is what he's thinking. Jill, by the way.
Backing along the apron, coming up on turn 3. See the safety vehicle actually chasing him.
Look at the damage. 2 things. Heavy damage, but visible damage. A year ago, Alex Bowman
I don't know how he does it, but
over the offseason to the car, and not that Kyle Busch wanted to test it, but a good sign that the car did fold up and absorb some of that impact. But because of that, you see with the result. The result is a car that is severely damaged. It would be shocking to
you can hear the crowd cheering.
be able to all see
He saves, drives smart.
7 minutes is all they have to try to make something out of this. Now, I'm scared to say they're done because I said that about Christopher Bell a couple months ago. He came back and ran inside like the top 15 just to prove us all wrong. So I'm going to give this crew credit. Let's see what kind of magic they can do. And it will take magic.
He's full forward.
So let's take a look.
That Kurt.
As he enters turn 1, the back of the car just like it steps out. Right there, really early. Definitely like this car was suffering some sort of an issue. And I know we tried to point to many reasons why the balance would be affected the way it was, why he may be feeling the things that he was feeling. But absolutely, if I was Kyle Busch, I want to know how much of the air is in that right front tire right now.
Then they told him to stay out, and they paid the price for it.
Certainly want to be checking that out, but such an unfortunate ending to his day. Just as we were getting toward the end of stage one, gonna have an opportunity to come pit road, make the adjustments on this car, get the handling better.
That's a great point. You're a few more laps and he finishes the stage and they put tires on it and go on and run the rest of the race. And instead, whatever happened, happened, and now he's in big trouble.
Yeah, he and Blaney are in a ditch.
Breaks into a very interesting situation because with 5 laps to go on stage, could you stay out and get points? Do you want to come get tires? And you see
Bush, I just need to stop trying and ride around. He is told they're going to be fine.
The majority of the field, you see Blaney staying out. He jumps out at the last minute, thinking maybe he can score some stage points.
He's going to get railroaded. Everyone else is going to be on fresh rubber.
Goodyear tires. We also want the car to be tightened up just a little bit, Jim.
And there was debate on whether or not they could bring Ross Chastain down pit road. It was tight for fire on region, especially in turn one, Marty.
Denny Hamlin knowing how good their car is going to be playoffs at times to get here.
Truex won the race off pit road.
Bubba Wallace, a long debate on the
So,
team. We talked about how they desperately need playoff wins. Bubba told Beauty Barker, I'm in for whatever wins this race. And that's it. And the 11 hit the 54 here on pit road, Rick.
oh,
damage to the right side of the 11.
Hamlin hits. Oh my God.
Whole right side of the 11 for Jack goes back. Heavy damage, and that was contact with the left front right.
Damn. Well, let's see what happened. Oh man, what a wallop. Damn. Oh my God. I mean, I barely noticed it, but that is one wrecked fucker. Oh my God. Texas makes people do stupid things.
Provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But you really need my weighted hoop. It's for my smashed waist. My dog chase lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold coffee machine. Lake making kit. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes. Hi, it's Janice. I'll take 5. Is my voice on TV right now?
1 in 8 people have worked at a McDonald's.
Well, yeah, 11's has quite a bit of damage. Let's see. 9 cars stayed out. Or, this isn't right. Ty Gibbs did not stay out. A number of cars have stayed out. At least 8 of them, I think. Buescher, Reddick, Byron, Bell, McDowell, Elliott, Briscoe, Blaney. So they're trying to earn stage points. Wait, is Gibbs and Hamlin are on the are on the DVP. Well, that's one of the dumbest moments I've seen in a while. That's a teammate collision. Oh my God.
Ty Gibbs with that incident on pit road. He's backing down pit road right now as the cars are coming up on the chute. And Steve, here's a really crazy situation. You've got plenty of drivers out there that stayed out. They're choosing right now inside, outside.
9 drivers.
First car off of pit road with tires, he's 10.
Yeah, so you have Buescher, Reddick, Byron, Bell, who stayed out completely. Truex, though, he's actually the first car on pit road because he took 2 tires. So
How many laps do you have left in the stage? 2? It's going to be a 1-lap dash to the end of the stage. There's Bubba. Okay, 8 cars. Excuse me.
So we're going to take the grid with 1 lap to go. It's about stage points, but also it's about not ending your day. You want to see chaos. Wait till where there's 23, the 11, the 1. These guys are going to be right in the hornet's nest.
Yeah, you're Blaney. That's the worst case scenario. Typically, you are the last car that did not put on tires. Everybody behind you has tires, Marty.
And the damage for Denny Hamlin, he was livid, by the way, on the radio with Ty Gibbs and what happened on pit road. The damage is on the right side.
Hamlin's still out on the track.
Is going to be a project for us. Steering wheel is fairly straight, though, for the 11. That is the one piece of good news.
Fairly straight. That doesn't sound good anyway. Like, you don't want it to be. You want it to be straight. You don't want to be fairly straight. It'll be massive steering problems for the rest of the race. Yeah, that thing is, yeah, on the back half of the right side. 1 lap to the end of the stage. Who's going to get the win? Of the stage, I mean. Oh, boy. Reddick up front. This is his teammate. Has led a good portion of the race. Way out there. It's Bell and Buscher vying for second. For 4th place, it's McDowell and Byron. Byron gets down. Looks like he's going to clear McDowell for P4. Buscher on the inside, trying to get P2 from Bell. He's going to slide up and take that spot, but it's 2311's Tyler Reddick winning the stage. Buscher 2nd, Bell 3rd, Byron 4th, McDowell 5th. We got a spin! A wreck! Oh, it's Truex! Truex is wrecked! Are you kidding me? Oh, the 4th bad race in a row for the 19.
Steve, is that because those guys who came to pit road didn't want to put any more press on their tires?
He's got flat tires. This is going to do some damage to the bottom of this race car.
Oh my! Yeah, there's something hanging off the rear. Oh my lord! And is that Brad's damage too? Oh, Keselowski just plowed into him. Like, you got a push from, I guess it was coming across the line for the end of the stage. My God.
Really hard. You know, unusually hard. Right around 10 spot. Everybody just kind of ran right up on it.
Oh, camera broke with that contact. It looks like. Oh my God. Oh Lord, this is a stage 1. What a mess. Joe Gibbs having a pretty crappy day. McDowell 5th, Elliott 6th, Blaney 7th, Briscoe 8th, Hamlin 9th, Bubba Wallace 10th. Oh, Lord.
Resign, given his...
I don't have an opinion on that. Because I think due process is important, and I think he refers to himself. He doesn't feel guilty because...
win the stage. And let's go down to Kim.
The 20th Christopher Bell looking for a smooth stop this time. He said it fired off tight and then got loose in the run. The biggest deal, edgy in 1 and 2. Air pressure adjustment on those 4 fresh tires. Sunoco fuel. Warning.
So, Rick, you were a little struck by the cars that didn't pit, and here's why. I think we were surprised, expecting Byron to pit, Bell to pit, but Reddick and Busher, who stayed on the racetrack, they were last on pit road at lap 38, so they can't run a whole lot further in fuel. The whole key is they must feel they can run far enough in this next stage to pit under green, and then make it to the end of that stage on a tank of fuel. Road trip, Rick.
Okay, Jones to Kozlowski to Truex.
Get the stops just right. Grab your snacks and drink. And we'll be back for the start of stage 2.
Oh, hey. Buying a car from Vroom is so easy. All you need is a phone and a finger. Just go to vroom.com, scroll through thousands of cars, then tap to buy. That's it. No sales speak, no wasted time. Just straight up great cars. Right from your phone to your driveway. Go to vroom.com and pick your favorite. Oh yeah, she digs it. Buy your car on vroom.com. Vroom. Get in.
Experience the joy of home suite hosting with help from Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years on guest-approved essentials, starting at just $17 per month. Plus, save on accessories store-wide to finish every look. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
I'll be right back. I gotta take a piss.
If you ever wished you could take Buffalo Chicken Dip wherever you go, today's your lucky day. Because Sonic stuffed it in a crispy portable bite. Now wish for something else, like more hands to hold your bites. Sonic $2.99 Buffalo Chicken Dip Bites. I need your help solving a murder. Mine.
People predictably make wrong decisions. Why?
I hear people are irrational.
Irrational. Tomorrow on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
Do it.
At Ally, we're helping millions save more for the things that matter most to them. Whatever you're saving for, we're all better off with an Ally.
Get back to work.
So, you've got the power of Xfinity at home. Now take it outside with Xfinity Mobile. Like speed? It's the fastest mobile service around. With the best price for 2 lines unlimited. Only $30 a line per month. That's hundreds in savings a year. When you wave bye to the other guys. All on the most reliable 5G network nationwide. You really shouldn't walk out the front door without it. Switch today at XfinityMobile.com.
NBC Sports coverage with NASCAR on USA is brought to you by Sonic. $2.99 Buffalo Chicken Dip Bites for limited time only at Sonic. And by Toyota. Let's go places. The end of stage 1, chaotic, and playoff drivers involved. And right there, you see the 8 of Kyle Busch's car in the garage.
Busch and Gibbs are done for the day. The first playoff driver wrecked out.
We talked about how tough round 1 was for this group. This was expected to be much better, but with a situation where Kyle could feel there was something wrong with the car, was asked to tough it out to the end of the stage. He did not get there, hit the wall. Now the car is done for the day. We'll hope to talk to Kyle in a minute.
And Dave, for Denny Hamlin, he's in 7th right now. They decided not to pit. Hamlin radioed in after that little lap or so there and said, hey, the car actually tracked straight. And then Chris Gabehart said, we're going to take on some risk here and not pit because that damage is going to take a while to fix. Meanwhile, for his teammate Martin Truex Jr., they say the damage underneath the car not nearly as bad as they thought it would be. So Truex back out on the racetrack. We'll see how that car is.
This race has turned into a wilder than it was last year as well. 16 cautions last year. That was a track record. 5 already. I'm afraid.
All right, here we go. Time to start stage 2. We're green again. Reddick and Busher haven't hit, and other than McDowell. Interesting. Hey, for Elliott Blaney Briscoe. Bell and Byron are the ones who pit on the last stop. Reddick to the lead.
Busher falling back as Michael McDowell. So strong, made the playoffs this year after winning at Indy.
All the cars who aren't out of the race are on the lead lap.
Showing strength here at Texas early.
Got the 14 of Briscoe on the outside. He just flew by the guys on the inside lane.
Bubba Wallace, back there with fresher tires when he gets up here.
He's up to 8th. Hamlin's still going despite the the damage to his the right side. Clearly, it's not hurting it. He's still running well. Looks like Truex lost positions on his restart while he's lost 5. Byron, I think, has gained at least 3. Battle for Blaney Briscoe.
Briscoe holding tough there on the outside as Denny Hamlin still waiting for an opportunity. And now
3 wide. Oh, not 3 wide. Chastain trying to pass Bubba Wallace. Larson got past Bubba Wallace as well. And Larson gets the spot. As they run, the bottom 4, Busch, Bubba, Bell, Keselowski. Larson on Briscoe. We got a good run. Speed through turns 3 and 4. He gets the spot.
fast to the center of the turn. Closing rate was able to clear Briscoe as they exited 4.
Briscoe had a little issue there at the top of the racetrack. Gets back to the bottom here, trying to settle in.
Was taking advantage of that higher line. It's not helping him now as we see Reddick pulling away with these older tires.
Older tires and less fuel. My quick math, without all the information that they have now on pit road, I think he can run to about lap 150. You see 54 laps, but so many of those are yellow. 25 laps yellow. That saves you a lot of fuel. You can run basically
27 laps of fuel of yellow? Oh my god.
around lap 115, 118. I expect to see the 45 come to pit road with McDowell and Busher all in tow at about the same time.
The gap right now, a second and a half between Reddick and McDowell.
20-25 more before the reflag cycle starts. 20-25 more. I feel better about my math. I appreciate that.
Truex passes Byron back.
Confirming your numbers
And passes Harrison Burton.
Would love to know what was happening on pit road. There's Ty Gibbs with Dave.
Yeah, collision with his teammate. Ty, what information were you getting and what did you see exiting pit road?
Yeah, we had really fast monitor. They really stayed down for the Camry. I was very happy with our speed that we gained. This is a place where I struggled with. Just
That was so bad move.
Gotta keep going and keep fighting. It's like we bring really great cars to the track every week, and we'll keep working hard.
All right, thanks, Ty. Glad he's okay. He did say my fault, and that's sometimes the way it is, guys.
Yeah, unfortunate for Ty Gibbs out of the race early. 44 starts.
I think he does things that impress us so much we forget just how young he is in his career. I would expect him, the driver right there, that FedEx Toyota, Denny Hamlin, it'd be very important. If I was an executive, Joe Gibbs, I would just make sure we go over the video, we have a conversation. So A, there's no hard feelings, and B, Ty can learn if he needs to learn. And Hamlin knows probably what he thinks he should have been doing. I think this is some good coaching from a veteran driver during the week.
And if we get around this 12 car, we saw him get hassled by Larson right there.
And getting faster than Blaney. He's going to drop the inside. See if he can make the pass and clear down this first straightaway. What a great call, though, by this 12 team. They were back there mid-20s, no pace whatsoever, decided to stay out, and
Oh, I just love if the 11 wrecked. Anyway, the 12 is going to lose 2 positions. One to the first to the 11, now the 5. So he falls back to 7th.
You know, provide any kind of an issue balance-wise with his car, and so far it doesn't look like it's affecting him any. So he's talking about drag there, so the body not as sleek as it once was. They may opt to put some tape or somehow smooth that surface out just a little bit.
Despite the damage, oh, he's one of the fastest cars on track. He is the fastest car on track. Ah, unbelievable. It's like the damage made the car faster.
Years ago on restarts just to create a aerodynamic advantage. I do think they could improve it to your point with a piece of tape, but not as much as losing track position. So the only way I would fix it if I'm being hard at this 11 team would be if I lost track position, maybe I would take a little extra time. But I don't think I would give up my track position to do it. As we see, the 23 above the wall is currently in 10th. The driver out of the race, the 8 of Kyle Busch, is getting by with Dave.
Yeah, Kyle, obviously hit the wall there. Did you buy for even a moment that it was just debris on your tires that you were feeling?
I have no idea. It felt really good when we came up the pit road after that green flag stop. The car had good grip in it. And then we had those couple of yellows back to back, and I restarted on the outside, and I felt like I had a flat right front. Was going to come to pit road, and I second guessed it and said, I don't think so, man. It's just something's wrong. Something's not right, but it's not a flat. And just all on its own, just turning to the bottom of the racetrack in turn 1 and just swapped ends on me. So that's the rear, not the front, not having grip, you know. So I just don't know, but I hate it for everybody on this 3G Chevrolet. I felt like our car was for sure a top 5. Top
Hamlin passes Chase Elliott for 4th. Larson coming for 5th.
something happens, I crash or whatever, and not right there. I just said it 2 laps before that I got up in the high side and I was like, you know what, I just need to just stop and just run the bottom, just make laps here, finish this stage, and it swaps in on me. So I don't know what to do. Somebody wants to tell me what to do. I'm all ears.
Well, I do know that Kyle Petty and Brad Doherty in the pre-race show thought that Kyle Busch would be out after this round. I don't think they thought he was going to be involved in an accident, but that was almost prophetic. See, we're hearing those two guys mention that in the pre-race show today.
He was just, you hear a lot of bewilderment. Just didn't know. Now you see the 23 with a nice move on the 14. Now he has Eric Jones to his inside. Battle right here. Eric Jones and this team continue to impress. They have done a really nice job the last several months. No changes in that team, just using their tools better, bringing more speed to the racetrack.
Bubba Wallace, who gave up the track position toward the end of stage 1, still not able to really move forward through this field.
He's not had the speed he had to start the race where he was out front for 69 laps. And now Bubba Wallace running in the 10th position. It's Reddick and McDowell up front.
All right.
Still 62 to go in stage 2.
Advance in Advanced Auto Parts. I need that diehard power. And the reliability and rugged durability, right? Yes. Why diehard? Choose diehard.
And Advanced Auto Parts is the home of Die Hard. We'll even install yours for free.
Now we advance.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $37 per month, Purple starting at $39 per month, and learn how to save up to $300 on your furniture purchase. Only at Ashley.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
Running up and down that field looks tough. It's a pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Some days, I don't have time to slow down. So sipping on coffee just isn't an option. That's when I turn to 5-Hour Energy. It's my 5-second coffee. Discover 5-Hour Energy. future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash. Home. It's where the heart is. Home is where we keep our most precious memories. Home is where the party starts early and ends with play. Home is where the kids play. And the big kids too. Home is where you let loose with a pre-race concert featuring Riley Green. Bring it home. Bank of America Roll 400, Sunday, October 8th.
Larson to P. Oh, anyway. Hamlin, Larson now second, third. How is he so... Unbelievable. The damage has helped the 11 car. It's unbelievable.
Coverage beginning at 7 p.m. Eastern. Football Night in America on NBC and Peacock. By the way, it's going to be about 80 degrees in Vegas right now compared to the over 100-degree temperature these guys are dealing with out on the racetrack. 57 laps, now 56 to go in stage 2 out front. It's Tyler Reddick. We know he's got to come to pit road a little bit sooner than everybody else. He has stayed out to win stage 1, and now he'll have to come to pit road here for fuel here shortly.
Well, I don't know if it'll be sooner than everyone else, because when the leader comes and bolts on 4 fresh tires, you have to ask yourself how long you're willing to stay out. Some probably will, Rick, to your point. But I think some are probably going to jump in the canoe with them and come to pit road just afraid to lose too much time with the leader.
Oh! LaJoy spins. Everybody come. Right side flat. Oh, wow. That carcass liberated itself. And he lost the hub? Pow!
Or if it went down through this slide, you see it popped right there.
That's exactly right, Jeff. I saw the same thing. So it goes up, and then there's the rider going flat. So that tells me that he definitely wasn't a flat tire that caused him to spin.
There's a second groove that you can find with speeding, but right outside of that, it's almost shiny. The racetrack up in the third, fourth groove, and the drivers tell you that's nowhere you want to be. Zero grip. Look at this car. It is ripped to the right rear quarter panel. Steve, you mentioned all the crush panels ripped out of it. Tires probably wrapped around inside of there. It just does all kinds of damage. That thing's whipping around. That rubber is heavy.
What about like brake lines?
Oh, crap. I almost forgot. The Pinty Series finale is happening right now. I believe it's a 29-point gap or so between from points leader Trayton Lapsevich and second place in points Marc-Antoine Camerand. It is 35 points.
It can do a lot of damage and even get inside the cockpit.
At Delaware Speedway in Ontario, I think it is. At least I think it's Ontario. Yeah, Delaware, Ontario. The Pinty's Fall Brawl. Kyle Steckley won the pole, the son of four-time champion Scott Steckley. Scott Steckley is the team owner of 22 Racing, who that's for and he's actually leading. But the team, it runs 2 cars full time, the 18 for Alex Tagliani and the 20 for Lapsevich, who's the points leader. Lapsevich running second, while challenger Camerand is running. I can't even see him on the list. I mean, he's not even in the top 20. Did he crash out?
The gamble paid off. Hamlin sits in second, and now after these stops, should be on par with everybody else in terms of the stops, Kim.
And on this end of pit road, William Byron making a stop. He actually had a vibration that...
Never mind. I guess it doesn't matter now. Oh, well, he had a mechanical issue, but apparently just from starting the race, Lapsevich is the champion. Because there aren't enough cars for... aren't enough cars left in the race. There aren't enough cars to start the race that 35 points can be gained.
Forget tires for a minute. Let's just talk about how much fuel you need. Reddick needs a lot. He was last on pit road lap 38, so that means he's going to be going nowhere. I'm sure the car is as good as it was when it was up front. So will they try gas only? Will they try 2 tires? I think you're going to see a real myriad of opportunity up and down pit road. We're going to see long pit stops. It wouldn't shock me if Reddick, McDowell, and Busher lose the track position with slow stops, but that's not the pit crew's fault. That's purely the amount of fuel they need. I say all this because we saw the 11 and 54 already hit each other. You wait until you get gas, 2 tires, 4 tires, and get all the timing off. Leaving pit road could be even more of a challenge for the rest of these playoff cars.
And pit road was closed there, Steve, so they're making them go around one more time, which is interesting. Debris on the racetrack, but the 7 had come to pit road, fixed and put the tire on, then went back out. Looks like at the opening here, maybe some debris.
Still some debris on the racetrack. I think one thing you got to be careful of, there's still a ton of race cars, 31 of them on the lead laps. You're going to have a full pit road. Very easy to have. You just saw it. Ty Gibbs at contact. You've got to be careful getting on and off pit road here.
Well, what I'll add is I agree that the 11 junior, you and I had a conversation with her, Marty reported they ran that one lap to kind of check how their car was. They liked it, so they stayed out. But now the interesting part is, I don't think there's a lot of damage, but I think the right side jack post is okay. That would be the only thing, I guess, that we haven't talked about. But if the right side jack post has an issue, that's really the only thing we don't know about this 11 car. I would probably have a conversation with my jack man just to make sure he takes an extra 1 or 2 tenths of a second to make sure everything he's jacking against is securely fastened to the car.
And they kept pit road closed again. As we take a look,
Come on.
Wallace on pole for the start of this race. We look at the playoff driver issues. 20 a slow stop. They don't get the jack up on the left side.
Well, it starts with a slow pit stop from 20. That cost him time on the racetrack, and then issues on the racetrack. The 8 of Kyle Busch, the middle 1 or 2 spits out. Really all on his own. Heavy damage out of the race. 4 rounds off pit road. Teammates making contact. 54. Coming down pit road. Did he exit?
Oh.
Contact right there.
Pow.
Denny's car, the 54. Ty Gibbs is out of the race. So you see that damage right now that he's dealing with.
Not hurting this 11 though.
Everybody slows down. Well, not everybody. Some people slow down. No, there's
Let's see. What happened to Scott Steckley? Never mind. Well, that sucked.
With 51 laps to go, what I've seen is that, there are good and bad cars, but cars that cycle in front have the opportunity to kind of stay there. So, whatever your plan A, B, C was coming in on pit road, I'm really looking at, minimal time on pit road, best way to kind of manage the fuel. So it looks like pit road is green, the best I can tell.
Yep, it's open now.
So here we go. I expect everyone to pit because this is a window to the end of the stage, but there'll be a variety of choices. Dave.
Kyle Larson last pit on lap 76, so he may have the 2-tire option, although we see Ford waiting there for him. They're going to free him up a little bit. As for Tyler Reddick, they're going to put 4 Goodyear tires on there, give him a little adjustment as well. He's got to watch out for Chase Briscoe running 14, who'll pit around him.
Hey, speaking of that right side damage for Denny Hamlin, he said the car is definitely hurt, but honestly, no handling complaints, which is just crazy to think with all of that damage right there. A lot of teams making some calls.
All right, gutsy call. Let's see. Blaney, Keselowski.
Wallace among the 4 tires and fuel, though, for Hamlin, and no changes incredibly to that car.
As many cars that were on pit road, it looks as though the chaos wasn't the topic there at that time coming off. Well, headmarks this week for all the NASCAR family as we lost
Glenn Stiers, I think, just
a week
hit.
ago. And when you talk about people in
Did the
world
zero.
making a difference, Sherry Pollux did just that. She was a longtime partner of Martin Truex Jr. She helped start the Martin Truex Jr. Foundation as well as Sherry Strong. They raised over $10 million helping childhood cancers and ovarian cancer. Always trying to help others is what Sherry Pollux was doing. Sherry was 44 years old.
5 billion people lack access to safe surgery. Thousands of children are suffering and dying from treatable causes. For 40 years, Mercy Ships has deployed floating hospitals to provide the free surgeries these children need. Join us. Together, we can give children the hope and healing they never thought possible. It's a mission powered by love, made possible by you. Give today.
Caleb Williams is transferring to Wendy's for the new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Hold up those crunchy boys and say queso! Queso! It's a nice shot, Matt. You want to get in the next one? Of course.
Nope, starters only. Starters only.
Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's new loaded nacho cheeseburger.
Where'd you want to serve?
Oh, I didn't serve, but if your spouse, parent, or grandparent served in the military, you can join USAA.
Yeah, my grandpa did, so I'm already in. But I was talking about your serve.
Oh.
USAA for the military community.
We're transforming nostalgic cars into life-size Hot Wheels.
I'll be judging fastly and fearlessly.
And I'll be judging you personally.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge, Mondays after Raw on USA. A lot of attorneys say they help victims after they've been hurt in a motorcycle accident. But most attorneys have never sat on a bike, let alone ride one. I grew up in a family of riders. I ride myself. And I've seen firsthand the devastating effects a motorcycle crash can cause. Not just to the injured rider, but to their entire family. If you or a loved one's been injured on a motorcycle, call Trentolo and Trentolo. We ride. We understand.
To protect their children, parents have to be very careful. You read labels on their food, on your cleaning supplies. But what about your water? No label there. That's where AquaPump comes in. We'll test your water and give you a full report, just like the label. And if you don't like what you read, AquaPump has the solution. Our filtration systems can remove harmful contaminants like PFAS, PFOA, lead, and more. Don't take chances with your family's water. Do it once and do it right. Call AquaPump today.
Official app of NASCAR Tracks has the latest race and event information from your favorite tracks. Search NASCAR Tracks in the App Store to download for free and start using that today. NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Texas. AutoTrader EchoPark Automotive 400.
Circled at 124, which is a solid, 60 degrees more than I wanted it. Very well. Once it gets over 100, I mean, it's just hot. Like, it's just got to be miserably hot for these guys riding around in the yellow.
Yeah, Hunt Brothers giving us that opportunity to see just how hot it is inside of Kevin Harvick's car.
A lot of strategies. I think the 24 took 4 tires, considering how far back in the order he was.
This being inside of a 124-degree car when he's up in the booth calling races.
NASCAR's done a really good job. I mean, that typically be 140, 150 degree temperature.
Yeah, 4 tires, fuel, and air pressure adjustment. Looks like it's... Alright, well, some shadow over the track now. It looks like pace car pulls in. Time to restart again. Host of R pulls down. Goes the rest of the lower line. Bubba against Blaney. Bubba takes the lead. Oh, Zane Smith had a penalty. Too fast exiting.
Denny Hamlin now trying to find off Daniel Suarez.
Well, the 5 car slides up across the racetrack, moves the nose. Above the corner. Suarez right there, that 99 car, the orange car. He just immediately went to the bottom, and when he did, it took the...
Osavar running in the top 10 right now. He's 8th.
Larson had an opportunity to run the 11 a little bit higher out of that turn. He didn't.
Wouldn't be surprised. Here he goes right here up the racetrack. Almost contact.
Got him. P5.
And Larson just saying, hey, this is my spot. I am not going to give it up.
He was treated
Chase Elliott trying to move around. It's almost 3 wide there. Truex Jr. trying to work his way back through the field. I hope 4 tires wasn't a bad choice.
Teammate Eric Jones going to the outside of him, 42-43 side by side.
Chase Elliott working to P6 around Hamlin. Starting to wonder if now that if maybe once the field's on more equal strategies, they're gonna, the set 11 will fall back.
Here comes Eric Jones.
On Truex.
As he goes by the Tia Mark Truex Jr.
That was Martin Truex on the radio, Rick. So, Jeff, has that ever caught you off guard? Said Truex said, I had no idea that was coming. Turned dead sideways going into turn one.
More times than I can remember. Yeah, that's just, driving a race car. You just don't know what's going to happen. You're trying to push the edge every corner. Sometimes it just doesn't stick.
Archer Jr. being chased by Ross Chastain. Hamlin back to sixth now.
Caution at Delaware Speedway. I don't know why. Because I'm paying attention to the race. Alright, Suarez Larson for P4.
As Larson has been running very quickly through the center of the turn, we'll see if he goes down to the bottom again. It looks like he might stay behind that 99.
Ran the high side 1 and 2 that created that opportunity for him to almost have a run. Back straight away, back to the bottom of the racetrack. Let's see what he does down here. Danny Hamlin's trying to regroup, gain back ground on this 5 car. I think it's a race for the win between these 2 cars. They seem to be the best in the field. There's Larson to the top of the racetrack. Back to the throttle. Slowly gaining on the 99 on quarter exit.
Did I just hear you count out Bubba Wallace?
Well, I think this race, but just looking at these 2 cars right here, Rick, lap times they've been running. Really like what I'm seeing out of the 11 and the 5. And whoever has track position on one or the other, I think we might see these 2 toward the front at the end of the day. So they're racing right now, in my opinion, for kind of control over this race between the 2 of them.
Right now, those 2 are running 5th and 6th. Larson and Hamlin running 5th and 6th. Kim?
For Daniel Suarez running in the 4th position, remember they did the tire test here at Texas and crew chief Travis Knight.
Number 9 car for the in the Pinties on pit road.
So much so that a top 5 finish was what they were looking for here today. Right now, though, Daniel said they just need to be a little bit better in the long run. The rear of that car just started to get light as the laps click off.
5 car slides up the racetrack. Got tight behind that 99 on the bottom. And he's not able to do anything with it. Quickly back to the gas in the middle of this corner. Right to the back bumper. Can he upset the arrow on the 5? He can't do it. And the chest right here. While this 99 car creates some dirty air for both cars. Creates opportunity for us to see this incredible battle between the 2 guys.
Remember, it's a halfway break for the Pinty series. Mostly I see Lacroix on pit road, and LP Dumoulin and Straight Lapsovich.
2 car lengths right now separating the 5 and 11.
Way behind this battle, up in the top 5 is Tyler Reddick. He has had a terrible restart.
He's back in 24th.
And he is struggling with his race car. Listen to what they're talking about.
I'm just sitting in a problem. They're fine to slow it. Bring up the racetrack. You're clear here.
So is that the frustration kicking in now for Reddick? Dave.
Rick, we got stuck, I believe, at one point behind the 20 of Christopher Bell, who we know did not take tires on that run. I don't know if that's what he was talking about, but that was one of the things that his team told him, don't get stuck behind him. He didn't take fresh tires.
Going to the outside of the 10 of Eric Almirola. Again, Reddick now running in the 24th position. But after seeing him win stage 1, fighting to get back in the top 20 here in stage 2. 35 laps still to go in stage 2.
This 5 car still trying to get around the 99 of Daniel Suarez. Got a great
Gotta run. Come on. Dives down. He dives low. Ascended into 3. And with the speed of a cheetah, he's through to P4. Hendrick Motorsports is seeking their 300th win today, by the way.
The next group of cars in front. Wallace is out front running a 30 flat. Larson that lap ran a 29.91. Passing the car.
Dave, what about Larson?
You saw that line he was choosing there. It wasn't exactly the high line. Just kind of feeling it up there. And a few laps ago had this discussion.
4 Texas top 5 finishes, 2021 winner. Finished 23rd or worse, another 6 Texas races.
So as we always hear about Kyle being the first one to try it, look, Daniel's telling him, you're the only guy doing it, so basically it's up to him when he feels like he should go up there, Marty.
Getting time for the Toyota driver update with Denny Hamlin, who is now going to try to get past Daniel Suarez for that 5th position. I think Junior is exactly right. The 11 and the 5 know, hey, this could be the battle for the win. That's why they're fighting each other so hard. Denny Hamlin's father said a couple of times, they're not surprised at how aggressively Larson tries to kill any momentum Denny Hamlin builds. It's going to be a track position game today. So, Steve, if you're, Cliff Daniels or you're crew chief for Denny Hamlin, Chris Gabehart, how do you get your driver track position when you're on the back half of the top 5?
Well, I think at this point you have to just decide how much risk you're willing to take, because 4 tires is definitely better than 2. That's why we see Denny Hamlin moving up, but they're just not good enough to go run down on the wall, who's now stretched out to a nearly 4-second lead.
Yeah, that's an 11 car. Big Jeep right there.
There's still a lot. We talk about it. We just passed halfway. There's a lot of races, a lot of laps left in this race to make good and bad decisions.
Larson just got around Brad. Keselowski now trying to make the move on Blaney. This is for P. He went best past P3, going for P2. Eric Jones stealthily moving up to P6.
And that's what we see the 5 doing as well, running that higher line, getting a little momentum, and then
Sun's back out
exactly the right time
at the track.
It has been a big day already for Bubba Wallace after starting on pole. He's led 89 laps today. That is a career high for the driver of the 23.
Advance in Advance Auto Parts. I need that diehard power. And the reliability and durability, right?
Larson now to P2.
That's why diehard. Choose diehard.
And Advance Auto Parts is the home of Die Hard. We'll even install yours for free.
How we advance.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Running up and down that field looks tough. It's pitch.
Hamlin now caught up to Keselowski. That's the pass for P4.
Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $37 per month, Purple starting at $39 per month, and learn how to save up to $300 on your furniture purchase only at Ashley.
Hey, side-by-side battle for 5th right now. Or 4th, never mind. Now they're clear. Hamlin's clear. That 43 car is joining the fight. 43 wins it. That would be quite something.
NASCAR playoffs continue to tally on NBC. I am risen.
I love it.
Well, Larson caught it to Bubba. Holy crap. He, like, half a second faster. My God.
Season 3 premieres.
Lesson there.
Games stream series from the beginning now on Peacock. New season premieres
Half a second faster the last lap.
Down and caught the 23 of Bubba Wallace. Can he get by him now? That's the question. He is definitely the fastest car out here right now. gap to under 0.2 of a second. After restarting in the 7th position, Larson
Jones now to P5.
lead away here in Texas. He goes with the high move again. This is what we saw before.
High side. Larson, new leader.
Grip that car has on the racetrack. It's really impressive. Denny Hamlin has now gotten into 3rd position around Blaney. It's been a little bit of a slower process for the 11 to get through this lap this traffic, this top 5 traffic. I'm impressed, I think, more by how quickly the 5 car did that and then chased down the leader. So right now the score is Larson 1 Denny. Still waiting on his car to come around. I wonder if that balance, that damage is affected by the balance. You see the 43 we talked about.
Jones to P4.
He's now driven up into 4th place around Blaney.
Blaney has not. He's got a ton of laps on his left side tires. It's a battle of track position, Steve. They don't have the fastest car, but they're just doing whatever they got to do to put this car in clean air.
Whatever the least amount of time on pit road you can get away with. Now, the caveat to that is the driver has to make it happen on a restart, because if you're the last guy on either the oldest tires or on whatever the aggressive strategy could be, new tires can kind of get you out of line, give it all back to one restart.
Car spun at Delaware.
All right, let's do a playoff driver through the field, brought to you by eBay. We'll start up front with Kyle Larson and Dave Burns.
Greg, you look at all that speed that the 5 car has now. He just passed the pole sitting car above the Walsh. Remember, Kyle qualified 11th. I asked his crew chief Cliff Daniels this morning if he had any.
Truex, fix my effing car, please.
Perfect in qualifying. We weren't, but I don't have any worries about the race. We'll get there, Marty.
So Dave, on that last stop, when Moody Barker asked Bubba Wallace what he wanted to do, he said, whatever gets me my track position back. He had the car out front, and when he's out front, it's so different than when he's back in traffic. He said, when I'm in traffic, it just does not handle, can't defend, can't attack. Meanwhile, it's been fun, like you were talking about, to watch Kyle Larson and Denny Hamlin try to work their way through the field with his 4 pressure tires. Hamlin setting the car.
Here comes Hamlin now, trying to pass Bubba. Bubba is not letting him by.
Here today, because for Blaney, that's what he told his team before that last stop. Track position is so big, that's what I need. I do feel like the track is starting to widen out, though.
Inhuman lap times.
Some of that track position. Blaney has 5 straight finishes of 8th or better here, looking to continue that streak right now. It's still tight, Marty.
Kim, it's crazy to think that Chris Buescher from Texas had his first ever laps in the Cup Series here at the Texas Motor Speedway today. He's led 2. He's never finished better than 15th here. Scott Graves told me we have the best car we've ever had. But back here in traffic, Buescher singing the same song everybody else is. They are
Tight.
way too tight.
Things heating up again up front as we see Bubba
Bubba-
Wallace. He slowed the 11 down. That allowed the 43 of Eric Jones to catch up there. And now
To the inside goes the 43 to P3. My goodness. That Legacy Motor Club brought a rocket today. You know, thinking about how they started out, it was horrendous. They've really stepped it up in the playoffs.
Get a little bit of coaching from Moody Barker on top of the pit box. I think some of it is probably the 2 tires, and some of it is what you said earlier, right? You would take Larson and Hamlin as the battle for the win. You saw the speed even when they were back in traffic, so I think that's real, because if you look right here at the 24 of
Damn it.
he took 4 tires. He's up to 18th. Bell and Gas only at 21st, so tires are a small advantage, but I do believe that the 23 just doesn't have quite the pace of the front 3 cars.
So it's Larson, Hamlin, Eric Jones.
Great. 24 cars stuck behind an island, a line of mid. And by mid, I mean Stewart Haas Racing.
2 cars out of the Stewart Haas stables.
Stewart Haas got the year they wanted to have, trying to rebuild for next year, bring more speed. See a battle right here, Chase Elliott.
Spent some time with Chase Elliott this morning, and he was trying to be positive, but had nothing positive to say about Texas. Told me that the best run he ever had here was his first Xfinity Series race. He's wrecked on his own. He's got caught up in other people's issues. He's had flat tires. So wasn't super positive on the day. As now we see the 19 trying to be defensive against the 16 at the moment there.
Yeah, he tried to get to the inside with 99 down to turn 3. That's where it shut the door. 19 had to jump way out of the gas, and now it's got him racing side by side here with a 16 car on turn 2.
AJ Allmendinger has raced in the top 15 all day today. Just quietly run in the top 15, and we see him scooting away from the 19 there of BowserJrXD Jr. as he closes in on the 99 score.
Again on what Allmendinger's doing next year. He said he would be back with this team, but didn't know if he would get in the Xfinity Series or the Cup Series. So it'll be interesting to see what AJ does. This big loose right there. It's on the back of the car. Whipple big time. Look at all the pace involved. And it comes completely out of the gas. And I don't know if Truex can get a big run.
Michael McDowell right there behind Allmendinger. Again, very strong mid-race. Michael McDowell now has fallen back just a bit. Running in the 13th position. Yes, off the racetrack goes Allmendinger.
Allmendinger's hanging on that race car. We saw it loose. He got the lap before, and then right there he drove to the corner and just went straight up the racetrack in front of McDowell.
Jones, my God, he's like, man, Jones could be the driver to win to beat today.
I don't know what it is, but it has been consistent the last few weeks. You look at Eric Jones, he really started at Darlington with a third, Darlington with a 10th, which I don't think any of us were shocked at. Guys won a couple 7,500. But that third at Kansas, I know 24th at Bristol is one you won, but the last two high-speed tracks, they had speed, and drivers, here they are again. This 43 looks really comfortable.
Not only that, Carson Moses was running 13th. You know, his teammate, and he only has a few races under his belt. So, good race cars.
Again, stage points available 10 laps from now as we come to the end of this stage break.
Well, Rick, let's put into context what Legacy Motor Club is going through here. Eric Jones drives for. Remember, they have lost their Chevrolet affiliation because they're moving to Toyota next year. So that information pipeline really got shut off mid-year. Dave Allen's a crew chief for Eric Jones told me we got to kind of reinvent everything. But what we focused on, Steve, he said, is the tracks we know Eric is good. That's really paying a lot of attention to. Florida's a great example. Texas as well. Eric's always been good here at Texas, so they put a lot of emphasis on this race, and it's showing today.
Chevy might want to turn the pipeline back on to see what spills back their way. Larson's in a Chevrolet, drives second time in front.
And that's running nose to tail. And now Larson has a 5-second advantage over Denny Hamlin as we're coming to the close of this stage.
Don't forget, Kyle Larson's average finish in the first 3 races was 2.3. Pretty awesome. So I know Hamlin won at Bristol, had a chance to win every race, but Kyle Larson, and, you know, their performance matched the time of the year. It was time to step up, and I felt like they did early in the playoffs.
7 to go in stage 2.
Look at Delaware Speedway races is starting to get hairy for the lead, which is between Trayton Lapsevich and Kevin Lacroix. Kevin Lacroix, very notable, aggressive driver, not very willing to use the bumper and or spin out someone.
Bubba was very hard on himself in the media center about stages. He said every time I have a chance to run into the stage, he blamed it on himself, said he chose. There's a pit strategy that took him out.
Busher to the inside of Bubba for 5th. Chase Elliott's behind in 7th.
Now he's trying to score as many points as he can, but continues to come under fire.
6 to go. As Larson continues to set liquor pace for 5.8 seconds. Now the gap back to Hamlin. Remember, playoff drivers trying to gain as many points as possible, and if Larson can stay up front, and we see once again Bubba Wallace under attack now from Chase Elliott. If Larson stays up front, wins the stage, that's another playoff point that is available to him that he can carry on.
And here comes Jones to the inside. He takes 2nd.
Cleared the 11 of Hamlin.
Then you finally say, man, who is this guy? What is this silver car behind me? Like the train goes, I don't know who this is back here.
David Pearson. So Eric Jones up to 7th now.
They really moved that group up in turn 1 and 2. Really impressed by how the track was lined out. The track was when we first got here. Everybody spinning off the racetrack and into the wall. They got outside
Blaney, Busher, all playoff drivers, and Chase Elliott running sixth. Non-playoff drivers.
Kozlowski and Chastain making passes for 8th, 9th, or 7th, 8th. Kozlowski got to 7th. One of the Stacys just spun out in the Delaware.
Remember earlier in the day, it was baked in sunshine. Now it's shaded over in 1 and 2. So I'm wondering if the track is changing here in Texas more than anything.
Well, for sure, the track is changing, as Dale pointed out. It's also widening out, which is allowing us to attack that corner differently. That wider groove has definitely not matched up with 23 and what they need.
Bubba Wallace is falling back. He's running 9th right now. He's still trying to hang on to it to get to the end of the stage. On the final lap now for Larson. There's Keselowski. Saw him running in the 7th spot. Larson with over a 6-second advantage on Eric Jones.
Larson coming around at the end of the stage, gonna take that green and checkered flag, almost lapping Austin Cindric. But he wins stage 2. Larson, Jones, Hamlin, 2nd and 3rd. 4th goes to Blaney. 5th place goes to Busher. 6th is Elliott. 7th, 8th is Keselowski and Chastain. Bubba takes 9th, and 10th goes to Daniel Suarez. Still got just over 100 laps to go as we hit the just under 2 hours.
Toyota trucks. Let's go places.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about!
Running up and down that field looks tough.
It's a pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
Alright. May we wait and wait.
One in 8 people have worked at McDonald's. That's a lot of people who know things like teamwork, people skills, and surprising moments. Our experiences you'll always have.
Oh, we can always look at this. It's like a science project. Ordering lunch. Easy for you and me, but can be so difficult for a young homeowner turning into their parents.
Are those all different lettuces?
Yes, sir. Brown rice, white rice, or quinoa.
We're gonna need a minute.
Do you have any food allergies?
Well, my teeth are sensitive to cold.
Progressive can't protect you from becoming your parents, but we can protect your home and auto when you bundle with us.
That'll be 1945. Oh, I'm just paying for my own salad.
Have you seen the news? Is that Trump?
Wait. 96 laps to go at Delaware Speedway. My cloud got lapped. Let me see. Over the course of the last run. Larson, Jones, Hamlin, Blaney, Bush, Gazowski, Bubba, Elliott, McDowell, Elliott, Bowman.
So beautiful.
Morning, Rob. Looking great.
Does that say USAA?
Yeah, USAA. Amazing home, auto, and life insurance. Plus banking and credit cards.
I'm in because of my dad. You think that'll finally get you in?
Probably not. But it looks great.
USAA, for the military community and their families.
Perfection.
Alright, let's wait for the thing to cycle around so I know who's where. Just wait. Let me check chat real quick. Obviously, I haven't looked at it or updated the stats in a bit. No, no one talked. Alrighty. Thank you to that last person who subbed, and we hit the view goal. Woohoo! We're back. No, we're not. Austin Cindric stayed out, I guess, according to this. Looks like Truex had a pretty bad pit stop. We're back.
Miles here at Texas, he does extremely rigorous training. This week specifically, he did cardio every single day, including a 4-mile trail run day and high-intensity strength training 3 days. Mike Kelly noted he is an absolute beast.
He's a better man than I am, Tim. Noting that the shade is over the track right now. When the sun was out, the difference on the pavement between the shade and the sun was about 8 degrees. In the sunshine, 122. In the shade, 114. So you know where the crews hang out between pit stops, Marty. That's my idea, too.
Yeah, there you go. Find some shade, Dave. We always talk about the drivers and the crews. I'm going to give a shout out to the spotters. Look at that. They are standing up there, no tents above their head. There is no shade that Dave's going to go find right now. And they're also standing on an aluminum platform. One of the spotters told me, Drew Herring, who spots for Martin Truex Jr., it's about 125 degrees up there, and they're up there for hours. And remember, most of them, Rick, yesterday spotted the Xfinity Series race. It was so hot yesterday, all their equipment started shutting down. They had no scoring for a while, but the spotters definitely deserve a shout-out on top of the road.
All right.
And I want to give a shout out to Drew as well. I mean, the camera operators and everybody out there dealing with this weather. It has been tough.
A couple drivers having issue. The one of Chastain stumbled leaving his pit stall, actually stalled the car, came in eighth, now running outside the top 25. The 31 of Justin Haley.
Here we go. Green at Texas again.
Final stage is underway. Kyle Larson.
Almost a bit of 3 wide there for 5th. 4 wide almost.
Back in row 3, and row 4, and row 5.
They're all over the place.
Restart's going to get really interesting now in this final stage.
Larson, Jones, Larson takes the lead. Hamlin's in 3rd. Lurking behind.
Hamlin. Will he try to attack the 43 and take second away here?
They're going to get a big run on this.
Over 9th? 10th? Alright. I'll take a top 10 running position.
95
laps remaining in the race. This pusher to the inside of Chase Elliott. Ben Busher just up the road in Prosper, Texas.
See, Busher's trusting that second lane, even early in the run. Into the outside of the 9 of Chase Elliott. And he gets out there, that was impressive.
Ooh. But Busher's got the position. That's 7th.
Goes to the bottom of the racetrack, takes the air away.
Ross Chastain, a little bit longer stop, Kim.
That's right. Before that stop, he described the car as stumbling a bit, so they worked through a diagnostic list before they even made that stop on pit road. Crew chief Phil Surgeon told Ross on the radio they think the throttle position sensor is bad, and they told him it won't necessarily hurt you, but it's not going to make things easy on you today. So, Steve, if you hear that a throttle position sensor being dead, what
Gano 2 spot, or gains at least a spot, passing Stenhouse.
Well, he slides up a little bit in the 77 of Ty Dillon underneath the one car. Throttle position sensor. So not only tells our data here when you show the fans at home how much throttle he's on, it's also telling the
We got 92 to go. 96, yeah, 92 to go.
how much throttle he's actually using. So it's all part of the diagnostics, all part about the air fuel mixture on the one. So that throttle position sensor might make it stumble, leaving on the restarts, stumble also on pit road, and that's what happened to the one. So the one had an okay pit stop. They dropped the jack, and it kind of just quits. Doesn't really go. I don't think this is Ross Chastain, misusing the clutch, not spinning the rear tires. I think this is part of that throttle position sensor going bad. Probably the engine stumbled and got a little confused.
And what concerns me about that, Steve, is how the engine responds to it when he's accelerating, right? Wide open throttle probably is fine, but is he going to have to drive the car a little bit differently as he goes to the throttle slowly? That's something that he may have to make some adjustments inside the car.
Sorry guys, I was just going to say, we talk a lot about the heat. One driver this weekend attempted to run both races. That's the 15 of J.J. Yaley. He was involved in an accident yesterday, so he ran at 183 of the 200 laps, but here he is 177 laps in. North of 100 degrees 2 days in a row. 46 years old, still in great shape. Maybe it's from being out there in the desert. Phoenix, he's used to the heat.
Nice thing to mention.
Chasing after that 38.
Truex Reddick. This is for 17th. But neither of these drivers are having a good day. Truex is having his 4th bad race in a row. Was the regular season champion, will likely lose ground to Denny Hamlin when all is said and in a non-point. He'll probably lose his non-playoffs points lead to Denny Hamlin when all is said and done.
Playoff drivers having issues today. Of course, Kyle Busch out after he had the wreck in turns 1 and 2. Ross Chastain, throttle sensor that has caused.
I'm gonna check back to flow, see how the Pinty race is at Delaware.
Truex Jr. Spin, got hit from behind. Dave.
And Tyler Reddick had a funky pit stop after leading 36 laps. He was reminded by his team that he didn't do anything wrong.
3rd playoff appearance, 2-time Xfinity champion, 5 career wins, 2 this year, won this race the year prior. But not working out so well at number 45. He's running 17th. While he did lead early on, or semi-early on, actually won stage 1. It's still pretty, looks like it's coming towards an F finish. Still 75 to go at Delaware Speedway. I think, is that Kennington running in 2nd to Lapsevich, or is he running in 3rd? Because I don't know where Lacroix is, and the leaderboard's not working. Chastain's back in... Damn. Chastain's running. Damn!
To your point, Jeff, is he having to drive the car differently now? Is this throttle issue presenting some problems when he's coming out of the gas off into turn 1?
That's concerning. If that is the case, and as far as the throttle not responding to what the input he normally gives the throttle, we've dealt with that before, and you've got to now completely change the way you drive. We don't hard to imagine that it's not connected. This one car all of a sudden running 40 races. Yeah, he was running in the top 10 most of the day, had pretty decent speed, and now he's struggling back here. Getting out ran by cars.
Andrew Ranger, I think on the 27, running somewhere.
Currently running in the 30th position.
Larson still the standard bearer for the field,
Further back than that.
with another Chevy behind him and a Toyota, a Ford, and a Toyota behind. There's LaCroix, which passed 84 of Larry Jackson. I was trying to pass 84 of Larry Jackson. Then ahead is the one ahead of that is the one of J.P. Bergeron. I'm glad I remember the cars and their numbers.
Restaurants and the future of NASCAR all from your neighborhood. DoorDash.
Nice footwork. Man, you're lucky. Watching live sports never used to be this easy. Now you can stream all your games like it's nothing.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
82 to go.
Running up and down that field looks tough.
It's a pitch.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network.
You like that bone? I got a great price on it.
Did you see my tail when that chewy box showed up?
Oh, I saw it.
My tail goes bonkers for treats at great prices. Sorry about the pause.
Save more on what they love with everyday great prices. At Chewy.
The bright lights, the glitz, the glamour. It all means nothing without a shot. A chance to turn dreams into reality. To change your destiny. To new history. Nothing's hidden. Everything earned. It's more than a race. It's a shot at a championship. The NASCAR playoffs return to Las Vegas Motor Speedway for the South Point 400. October 13th and 15th.
You're the science guy.
That's Bill Nye. I'm actually the behavioral science guy. Are you familiar with predictable irrationality? Paradoxical persuasion, bereavement sex.
Nothing irrational about that.
The Irrational. Tomorrow on NBC and streaming on Peacock.
We're transforming nostalgic cars into life-size Hot Wheels.
I'll be judging fastly and fearlessly.
And I'll be judging you personally.
Hot Wheels Ultimate Challenge. Mondays after Raw on USA.
How important is it to win the first race of the round? Well,
Pretty important because Talladega.
You have Talladega, so Cup Series qualifying at 4:30 on USA, and then on Sunday, countdown to green, and Cup Series playoff racing at 2 o'clock on NBC. Those races, you can also check the flag live on Peacock. Streaming live there as well. See Brian Blaney just in front of Brad Keselowski. Those two running in the 4th and 5th position. Really a great rebound, I would say, for Ryan Blaney.
Yeah, I was going to say, Jeff Jr., we had this conversation in one of the commercial breaks. You know, I'm not sure the 12 is really a whole lot faster, but they've leapfrogged into the top 5, and Blaney, as you can see, this car doesn't handle great in front of the 6th and Keselowski, but Blaney really...
Right now, bottom 4. As 3 of the 4 drivers I picked to be out of this round. The only one that is there is Blaney.
Went from about 26 and got stage points, and then they gambled again and put 2 tires on it, and they've been able to keep that track position. I'll give Blaney a lot of credit right here. You can see his car does drive well, but he's just making it work.
So, as we ride along with BuildSubmarines.com, 6 of Brad Keselowski, let's take a look at the progressive telemetry for Brad. Slight shift there.
He'll run mid-gear all the way through turn 3 and 4. Kind of working the throttle a little bit as he chases the car on the racetrack and down the front straightaway, downshifts into 4th. A lot of off throttle here. A little bit of brake. Down to 4th gear.
Like his head as he rolls through.
Lap Carl LaJoy.
hits it. Not too bad, really.
Oh, we got a spin at Delaware. Someone blowing up. It's a 66. And I can confirm that now. Lapsevich was the leader. Lacroix was racing for position against the 84. Oh, and Alex Gwinnett gets spun out. They were green even though like Stacy had his pro, but now they're going to be definitely go to yellow with 55 to go and up in Canada. Here comes Buescher on Bubba. Trying to find a way around at least.
Keep the 23 from working all the way up to the wall.
Right behind him, McDowell, he's worked his way back into the top 10. He ran really well to the start of the day. You mentioned it, Rick. Now this car's showing good speed again. As everybody's pretty much even on tires now.
Marty, the 23 of Bubba Wallace, after leading 96 laps, is he able to hold on to this track position?
Rick, you can see him trying to run that higher line in 1 and 2 because he sees everybody else doing it. But every time he says the car's just too loose to make it happen. He's experimented with it a few times, but figure how frustrating can that be when you feel like, hey, the only place my car works is on the bottom. I see everybody else doing it. I can't make it happen.
Yeah, when you move up the racetrack, you're going to have more rotation in the car. The car's going to turn better in the center of the corner. So a lot of guys that are too tight, or they are all really comfortable on the bottom, the car's built tight, they'll move up the racetrack and find rotation and speed. If your car's turning really good and your back's sliding around, you know, it's not going to be comfortable moving up the racetrack. It's going to slide worse, it's going to be looser, and it's going to take you forever to get around that corner. You're making the corner longer, right? And so everybody that's fighting a little bit of a tight build or a tight balance and make that top work and find great speed, hammer the throttle on corner exit, really accelerate down the next straightaway. Cars that are loose are unable to do that.
You see on the left-hand side of the pylon, final pit window open. I don't expect the cars to come. Probably about 24 laps, maybe less than. I'll give you about 15 more.
Final pit window now open with 69 laps to go.
But if you get pit now, you have enough fuel to make it to the end. So you're inside the final window. Shout out to Michael McDowell, that 34 car. They made the playoffs this year. Had a problem at Darlington. And that problem really kept him out of advancing into the next round. Just couldn't overcome it. But here he is, bringing speed to the racetrack again. It's a really strong year for this team. They have a lot to be proud of, and a lot to build on for next year.
Yeah, remember last week, it was a 6th place finish at Bristol, so we've seen great speed out of Michael McDowell the second half of this season. Now once again running here in the 8th position, trying to get around the 23, as Larson still with a 4.2 second lead over Eric Jones, Dave.
And Rick, when you're out front leading like that, you start thinking about stuff.
You just broke up 6 times, say it again. Tires have been fine every round, right? I've got no vibration or anything like that.
That's good.
I'm wondering, the tires have been okay?
The tires have been good, and we went up this run for protection, so you're fine. Just stay smooth with it, don't overload either end. But we did go up this run.
Yeah, I'm not trying to freak you guys out. I don't have a vibration, but I just want that information. And Dale Jr., you know that's important because now he knows whether he can push and the up on air pressure gives him some more data.
Absolutely. I think as we get later in the day, the speeds pick up, the loads on the tires pick up. We had a lot of tire issues over the past couple of weekends that have sort of crept back into the series. We had a ton of them here last year, especially late in the race as speeds picked up in these cars. So that's great information to tell the driver, look, no worries. I've actually even done something to make it even safer, put us even on the more conservative side of the air pressure situation. So great job out of 5 team. Great information for the driver. He can run this thing as hard as he wants.
And not great information for his competition. 4.6 second advantage, Kyle Larson out front in Texas.
That's my team out there.
If our network goes down, lives are at stake.
Our comms have to work.
Well, the mission won't.
That's why we partnered with Verizon Frontline, the network that truly prioritizes first responders.
So we don't worry about getting through. And they're the most reliable 5G
choice in public safety. Learn more. It's your mission. It's your Verizon.
Are you guys watching? This is my favorite part. You're watching?
Okay, time to get your own bed, Hank.
Chewy has great prices.
Hope you like plaid. I do.
Who wants popcorn?
Get more of what your pet loves with everyday great prices and fast free shipping at Chewy.
Cracked windshield on your new car? Bring it to Safeway. My customer was enjoying her new car, but her windshield cracked. She didn't take it to the dealer. She scheduled with Safeway. We have the latest technology for the newest vehicles, and we do more replacements and recalibrations than anyone else. Don't wait, schedule now.
Safe like repair, safe like replace.
Experience the joy of home suite hosting with help from Ashley. Pay 0% interest for 5 years on guest-approved essentials starting at just $17 per month. Plus, save on accessories store-wide to finish every look. Shop and save today, only at Ashley.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But you really need my weighted hoop. It's for my snatched waist. It's my dog chase lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse what says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold copy machine. Lake making kit. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes, but... Hi, it's Janice. I'll be fine. Is my voice on TV right now?
The Premier League is on USA. Storming out of the gates. Two clubs have captured the spotlight. Liverpool. The Premier League on USA.
Monday, it's a night of undisputed action.
Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn, Priest and Balor for the undisputed WWE Tag Team titles.
Raw, live, Monday at 8, only on USA.
It's NASCAR Cup Series playoffs from Texas. The AutoTrader EchoPark Automotive 400. As Larson out in front and green flag pit stops are starting, Dave.
Happening now, Tyler Reddick on pit road. He'll get floors and just a little air pressure adjustment to help him through the corners. Number Tyler landed earlier today. He starts the side.
And I'm guessing that will bring a few others to pit road here shortly with under 59 laps to go in the race. And around
Suarez spins.
He's in the grass as he was trying to come to pit road. He cannot. The caution will come out.
That is bad news for Tyler Reddick, the playoff driver who had already serviced his car because he went a lap down with that pit stop. Unfortunate break.
Let's see what happened with the 99 of Suarez. So he's coming to pit road and just a little bit hot. Locks up the rear of the car, gets loose, spins around. You're trying to carry so much speed to get on the pit road, and you just got it there a little bit too hot, trying to slow it down, and rear tires just cannot take it. The teams are on you, man. You got to get on here. You got to get on here, and they measure all that. You sit down on Monday, and they're like, "You didn't get on pit road good. You're the green flag stop." And then they push you, and they push you, and as a driver, you're trying to find the limit in everything you do. And Daniel just overstepped it by just a little bit. Yeah.
And that's not the only issue for the 99. Their tire changer, Jarek Newsom, suffered cramps, had to be sent to the med center for an IV for fluid. So backup tire changer J.P. Keeley working on that car now. So we talk about the heat and how it affects drivers. Here's how it's affecting crew members.
I mean, this heat's no joke. It's been a long day. Remember, these crew members come, they set up the pit box. They've been out in the heat now for the majority of the day.
And we heard that some of the crew members worked yesterday, which included practice and qualifying for both the Xfinity Series and the Cup Series. And now, if they did work the race yesterday, now we're working again today.
And we've seen tires not be a huge advantage, so you could maybe with that assume if you're the leader, this might be your last pit stop. So Larson had a 5-second lead. They were going to have a very big advantage for a nice green flag cycle and a calm stop. Now with this yellow, now Larson has Eric Jones only 2 cars behind Hamlin, Blaney, Keselowski. They are right back up to the rear bumper of the 5. So this pit stop is going to be very important for Tyler Reddick, all the way back up 30th lap down. I assume he's going to get, wave around. He'll go back, but he's going to be the last car to lead lap. He's going to be like 27, so he has lost at least 10 spots. He was running about 16th when he pitted. He's going to be 26th or 27th after this cycle.
Reddick can take the waiver out.
Assuming everyone really left hits, which they should. I mean, everyone needs fuel. I don't know why somebody would not hit.
Look at the points as they run. Saw that with Kyle Busch. Was 21 points below the cut line.
I'm interested to see the 43 car of Eric Jones, that pit crew. Can they take on the Giant? Can they take on Hendrick Motorsports and beat Kyle Larson off pit road right here?
On the pit road they come, Dave.
Kyle Larson wants just a little adjustment, just a little free off of turn 2. The bigger question is, will he take 4 tires? Yes, they've got 4 bigger tires ready, Kim.
Ryan Blaney, it was better, but the white drive quality still not great. Bounces loose over the bumps and more unpredictable. He said just so rough. They will make a slight air pressure adjustment on those 4 fresh Goodyear tires, Marty.
Denny Hamlin said the car was definitely better that run, but I can tell.
All right, pit stops. Blaney has the faster pits, the ones they show.
He said it takes off.
Larson, Jones, Lassie, Hamlin, Blaney, Bubba, Busher, Byron, Briscoe, Elliott.
Kyle Larson off pit road. Great stop by the 5 and the 43 teams.
Yeah, Marty, it was inches. It looked as though Eric Jones was going to beat the 5 off of pit road, but it was Larson who was able to win that race.
What even is this? Don't touch my things, gross. Janice, when you bundle your home or renters with your auto, Progressive provides 24/7 protection for almost everything you own. But you really need a weighted hoop. It's for my snatched waist. It's my dog chase lounger. Foot treadmill. That's my Tuesday chalice. Purse that says purse. Hyperbaric oxygen therapy chamber. I can't live without oxygen. Solid gold coffee machine. Lake making kit. Really? Can Progressive cover that too? Yes. Hi.
In big cities and small towns across the U.S., where our focus is to always support the people who live and work there. Because you call these communities home, and we do too. PNC Bank.
When NASCAR and the teams come to Texas, one of the stops that is a must is the Fort Worth Stockyards for all team members. They love to go and check out the area there in Fort Worth. And you see the Texas Longhorns. Everything's bigger in Texas.
Blaney speeding.
They paused there. The big screen TV on the back stretch made that bigger. And we get ready for the choose, inside, outside. Eric Jones will be on the outside, Larson on the inside for this restart. 54, it'll be 53 laps remaining when they come to green.
Driver you don't see in those front 5 rows who have done a nice job of making something of the day with the 12 of Ryan Blaney. Well, he got a speeding ticket coming on the pit road, too fast entering. So he will start with 54 laps to go, tail end of the field. Running 4th, right? I mean, this is a huge penalty. This is a 15, 20, 25 point penalty, depending on where he ends up finishing.
He's gained the second most amount of points today.
And now he just fell all the way to the bottom.
Those good
And that's my bottom 4 right there. Wait, no it's not. Somebody else, wait. Reddick, I know, Chastain is in my bottom.
Steve. Remember the playoffs last year? They started with 4 non-playoff drivers winning the first 4 playoff races. It's been all playoff drivers so far this year. Could Eric Jones pull it off today? Dave Evans just told me our strength, no doubt, the short run. We'll see what Jones can do here.
He's made good work on the outside line all day long. They get a good launch here with this 5-car. Racing down into turn 1 and 2 side by side.
Here we go, green. So he gets the lead. It's Larson, Jones, and Keselowski. Hamlin is a push to the 43, but the 5 is going to scoot away as he has on all the restarts. Who's that? Briscoe.
Bubba Wallace to the 23 to the inside of Busher.
Busher's got the momentum down the front straightaway. Here comes the 24 car. Byron sneaking up into this battle.
Come on. I need more spot. Ooh, Busher goes up.
High goes Busher and Byron.
Oh, it's going to clear off turn 2.
And now he gets to the back bumper of the 6 of Keselowski, and that moves him up the racetrack, and Busher hugging that white line behind him.
Yeah, Brad's struggling just a little bit right here for some reason. Both the last couple of corners at 23 run right up on the back bumper.
And Bubba Wallace running a higher line, as did William Byron that time.
Maybe they've got this 23 car tightened up just a little bit to give him public comfort to run that higher groove that he wants to run.
Okay, now Chastain is in the bottom.
Marty.
On that stop, Bubba Wallace definitely wanted to be tightened up to Junior's point. In fact, he told Booty Barker, anything you can do to give me rear security the longer we run, that's what I want. You know, I don't think many people expected, Jeff, for Bubba Wallace to even make it out of the first round, but much less run so well here at Texas. They all pointed to Talladega, but here with 49 to go, Bubba Wallace running in 5th, and I'm wondering from you, is Bubba Wallace so far been the biggest surprise of the playoffs?
Bubba Wallace has brought speed to the playoffs, and there's no doubt about it. Everybody talks about, he has spoken about it, the stress and the pressure has been on him, but what he said is that only in the cutoff races has he felt under pressure. Everything else he's been very comfortable with, making the playoffs, being in the playoffs. It's those big moments, but every time you work yourself through those big moments, you build confidence. And now you can look back and you can say, hey, I did it. I know I can do it, and it makes the next round easier.
That radio that we heard about the vibration, I believe, from the 6 car, Brad Keselowski, might explain.
You're correct. They
Oh boy.
level 3 vibration.
Level 3? They have levels for vibrations?
That was a level 3 according to Brad.
I think that would explain why we were missing a little bit of pace in those first handful of laps with Brad, but he seems to have found something comfortable where he can run good pace here, trying to hold on to this position right here in 4th.
I want to know what the scale is. Level 3 of 5, level 3 of 10.
And is it still a 3? You've run about 4 or 5 laps since then. Is that getting worse, or maybe possibly be going away?
His last lap that he went by on the start-finish line, 29.49, which was just 0.2 of a second off of Larson's lap. We see Allmendinger diving in here, trying to get by Carson Hocevar in the 42. Logano still struggling. It's been all day as Hocevar.
Ooh, Hocevar almost getting a Logano.
He had a big moment off of turn 2.
Oh!
Yeah, I wasn't sure whether he had a big toe link or something there. He's here to go off the corner. He's got a handful.
Blaney trying to work his way back.
Again and again, 2 laps in a row that were adventurous over in 1 and 2. Here we go, Tyler Reddick.
Something broke on the car.
I'm sorry, that's the replay all 4.
Yep.
Oh man, he smacked the wall.
So that was Hocevar. Again, Hocevar behind the wheel at 42. He's only been back behind the wheel at the 42 for about a handful of races this year. We see Busch
they've just slowly and methodically trying to work their way back up in. Now here he is battling Busher for the 6th position. I just wonder where the speed is though for this team. Steve, they were so good throughout the regular season, but in the playoffs here, they've just kind of been, you know, top 10, top 5 at times, but nowhere near as good or as clear of the field as they were in the first half of the year. We talked about Reddick and Hosa for a few laps ago. Here's Reddick making it 3 wide. Hosa just does not get down the racetrack. Reddick clears them. Then the next lap, when Rosenberg had issues. So, just hard racing, nothing wrong there. That's good hard racing too. The 24 finally clears the 17. That moves Byron up into 6th place. Briscoe right behind him in the 14, still having a great run. 17 struggling a little bit. He's looking around on the racetrack for speed. There you see Briscoe running in 8th place right in front of Chase Elliott. Chase having a great day today. Kind of drove through the field and now sitting at the backside of the top 10. Here's this 20 car. Christopher Bailey's missing some letters on that left front tire. He lost track position in this race and just really haven't been able to get it back all day long. Reddick on the roof of Toyota camp looking at Christopher off in turn 1.
Christopher Bell currently running in the 14th position. Let's see which drivers are on the booth. Brought to you by Ashley Furniture. And sets the start. Chase Briscoe has gained 23 positions. Chase Elliott 20. William Byron 12, as well as Harvick Caprice. After a poor starting position for William Byron, as far as playoff drivers go, he's gained the most. Dave.
And Chase told me this morning he really wasn't disappointed with his race car. He was disappointed with qualifying. They were good balance-wise in the short practice section, but when it went to qualifying, they just didn't quite go the right way, is what he told me. So not a big surprise here to be running well, and you saw the biggest movement.
Most laps led today, Bubba Wallace at 96, but Kyle Larson up front has now led 81 laps and closing in on that most laps number.
Well, I would talk a lot. You know, 38 laps to go.
I need that diehard power.
You know, this track, interesting history for Hendrick Motorsports is they're en route to win number 300. Their first win at the track came in '99 when hometown hero Texas Terry Labonte, he got the team's first win. Jeff Gordon won it in '09 for the only time he ever won at the track. I mean, Jimmy Johnson won their 3 years in a row from 2013 to 2015 in the fall race. Larson won it 2 years ago. Part of his 3 wins in a row that happened from the Roval to Texas to Kansas. And now, also going to be the site. Everything's bigger in Texas. Nothing's bigger than 300 wins.
Get way more into what you're into when you stream on the Xfinity 10G network. Right now at Ashley, pay 0% interest for 5 years on top mattress brands like Tempur-Pedic starting at $37 per month, Purple starting at $39 per month, and learn how to save up to $300 on your furniture purchase only at Ashley.
Some days I don't have time to slow down, so sipping on coffee just isn't an option. That's when I turn to 5-Hour Energy. It's my 5-second coffee. Discover 5-Hour Energy.
All the parts you need at the prices you want. Guaranteed to fit every time. So you can keep your ride or die alive.
We got a commercial building on fire. Need more crackers. There's a vehicle that's gone over the road. Carting around south up there.
Life is literally in our hands.
Please
wants to see the Oval Office.
All right.
New season premieres October 4th.
With 300 cars in the top 10, a milestone is definitely in jeopardy today. You know, the first win came with Jeff Bodine at Martinsville.
They're finally mentioning it.
Really, Hendrick Motorsports and their domination.
100th win at the Kmart 400 at Michigan. 200 win was the 2012 Southern 500, and now we're looking at 300.
Back in 2012, and then the 250th win came with Chase Elliott, Glenn, breaking the tie between Petty.
The 269 was, yeah, 2 years ago, the 600 most wins for an organization. There's Rick, Mr. Hendrick. 3 of the cars are running in the top 10. Two soon will be in the top 5 because Byron is, I think, I'll pass Bubba.
And by the way, win number 1, that was also in car number 5. That's what Jeff Bodine was able to get to victory lane with at Martinsville. They weren't even going to go to that race. And Gucci Harry Hines said, no, I think we can do it with Jeff Bodine. I think we should take the car there. We can win that race. And sure enough, they did. And the rest is history.
You mentioned it, Larson obviously has great pace, but the worst of the 4 Hendrick cars is bumping in 12th. So a great day for the entire organization so far. Still 30 laps to go, though.
The 2 drivers in the playoffs for Hendrick this year, Larson and Byron. Byron led the point standings coming into the race because of the points reset. Larson on track to win. Byron, that's it for a huge payday in points.
In third, Keselowski lost the top 5.
Yeah, multiple times throughout this race, the 5 cars built up leads in 5 or 6 seconds. I have to wonder, had Denny Hamlin not gotten the damage to the right side of the car on pit road, would he be able to match the performance of this 5 car today? But I believe that it's on pit road really opened the door for Larson sort of take control.
So, hold on. The race just ended at... I think Trayton Lapsevich won the race at Delaware.
Running like he did at Darlington near the end, up front and running away, trying to temper him just a little bit at this crew chief. He'd like to win again here because the last time he won in Texas, they went on to win the championship, Marty.
Dave, I think the question the guys in the booth just asked, if they didn't have the damage, could Denny Hamlin have kept up with the 5 team? They're asking that same question in the pit box. Chris Gabehart said on the radio, there's no doubt we have lost car potential, but if they get out of here with a top 3 finish, that would be incredible with that right side damage, Dave.
Brad Keselowski trying to come up with a top 5 finish, but that's not good enough for him. He wants to win so bad. Doesn't look like it'll happen the way he's running right now. That vibration, no further comment, Marty.
Bubba Wallace saying that he's still struggling with a little right rear security, but the car's certainly better this run. But for this team to come to Texas, sit on the pole, maybe finish in the top 5 and go to Talladega where they've won before, I think they feel pretty good about things so far in the round of 12, Kim.
Well, Marty, William Byron having a solid day in the 6th position. Remember, Rudy Bugle, the crew chief, told me they didn't need to do anything spectacular on this round with those 36 playoff points. So right now, a solid day is exactly what they're looking for right now. William just needs turn on entry, security on exit, Marty.
Kim, so many teams and drivers worry about this round for Talladega and the roll. Well, for Chris Buescher, it was for Texas, his home race. He told me that before the playoffs start. He said, we have never run well in Texas. His best career run right now in 7th. Looking to finish it off, Kim.
And for Ross Chastain in the 11th position, despite having that throttle position sensor going dead or going bad, making the most of the day, getting track position. As we have a crash right now. 15 of JJ Yeley.
Yaley spins. Oh boy. So much for an easy cruise for Larson.
26th position when he went around, and you see a lot of damage to the left rear.
Heavy impact, you mentioned earlier, he ran yesterday. Car just snapped around on him. Interesting to see what everybody does. Track position is so important. Let's take a look at what happens. Second lane here off 2.
Caution record. 12, 12, 12, 13.
Dancing on a razor blade. You just go over
few inches, there is no grip. And look at the wind index down right there.
Yeah. Yeah, NASCAR will take a look at that for sure, Jeff.
Yeah, that's hot.
Driver normally will bring the window net down for the safety crew that he's okay.
So now it's a big decision.
All right, I'm gonna go take a piss, and I'll be right back.
Advantage. So, you know, if you're a Larson, you're probably thinking, man, I'll take the lead, I'll stay out. Danny Hamlin in third, probably the same idea. But someone is going to pit. With 28 cars in lead lap, someone is going to have new tires. We've heard from drivers all weekend long that strategy is important, but the worst place to be is the first car on old tires. So is it Chastain in 11th? Is it Bell in 14th? Reddick in 15th? Even maybe Buescher in 7th, Byron in 6th? Or do the leaders feel they need 2 tires? Big decision for the crew chiefs. A lot of guys shaving to the bottom. We're going to see who comes, and if the leaders do come, how many decide to stay out and try to leapfrog them?
Larson faking staying out, coming in and goes back out. And Jones, which is second, he comes onto pit road. Dave.
So Brad Keselowski was one that wanted to come to pit road. Looks like he'll get 2 right side tires, and then he'll leave.
Denny Hamlin coming down pit road. He left the call up to Chris Gabehart. He gave him 2 options in code, and Hamlin said, "You do what you want to do here." Right side tires for Denny Hamlin, and right side tires for Chris Buescher as well. We'll see if these tires make a difference.
The challenge is going to be
Oh, Larson stayed out. Well, both Hendrick.
10, maybe 15 drivers stayed out. We're going to update exactly what the rundown looks like after the race.
In the world's worst places, children with cleft conditions live in darkness and shame. They're shunned, outcast, living in pain. You can reach out and change the life of a suffering child right now. A surgery that takes as little as 45 minutes, and your act of love can change a child's life forever.
All right. Oh, Bubba stayed out too. $15 cars stayed out. Larson, Bubba. Let's see. Larson, Wallace, Byron, Briscoe, Harvick, Elliott, Chastain, Bowman, Priest, Bell, Reddick, Burton, Stenhouse, McDowell, Cindric stayed out. McDowell, Cindric.
And yeah, that's the second race of the round of 12 on NBC Sports on Sirius XM this week. Wednesday at 9 a.m. Eastern, Dale Earnhardt Jr. will break down what we've done here in Texas and look forward to Talladega. Again, that's NASCAR Radio Channel 90, NBC Sports on Sirius XM with the Morning Drive guys. All right, so now Bubba Wallace and Larson, they stayed out on the old tires. Last on pit road on lap 211.
Yeah, so you see Larson and Wallace are going to be the front row. You mentioned they stayed out, so the first car on tires, Hamlin, Kozlowski, Busher. I'm trying to find them. I mean, they're far enough back. They're actually hard to see in this field. And when you see Denny Hamlin right there, that's, yeah, I'm going on. Yeah, so let's say that's row, what's that, row 7 or 8 on the outside. So if they really want to go, they're going to try to make as much time as possible.
A lot of drivers took advantage of the caution, stayed out on the racetrack. One of them, Ross Chastain, who had an issue earlier, lost a lot of track position. Now he's sitting up there in the top 10. How aggressive will this work?
All right, here we go. We're going to restart with 20 laps to go. All right, Larson, Bubba, here we go. Good restart for Bubba. Ooh. Here he goes to the back as they go down the back stretch. Bubba inches ahead. Oh, Larson though coming back on the inside as they go now through 3 and 4. Bottom lane has been dominant, but Bubba's not letting him get by. They're side by side. Oh man, they're still side by side. The battle continues. Oh, he's around. No, Larson spins. No! Wow! Well, that didn't go to plan, but Bubba is now leading. Oh, lordy! Damn! That, man. I pulled up. Oh man.
Talk about how little grip it is down there, and just the back of the car just comes around on him.
Jim, you mentioned it. The 23 had to slow way down to stay out of the turn, and allowed William Byron to move up. We'll see where he was when the caution came out.
Yeah, the 23 is way up the racetrack and trying just to not crash himself. Yeah, they went off in the corner. Never really went or got to the bottom of the racetrack. The 5's loose right here. He's already loose, already trying to save his car, trying not to get into Bubby's, trying not to wreck the 23.
23, they're scoring the 23 as the leader. And remember, you go back to the last loop when the caution came out, you know, he was probably leading when the caution came out either way. He did lose momentum, but
Cutting away a lot of the body work of the 5 of Larson. Looks like they're going to try to get him back out there. So the crew working diligently to get on the DVP, Damage Vehicle Policy.
Rick, it's a mess down here. They're just trying to get it back so it'll roll, get some tires on it. Cliff just radioed the crew. I'd like to not go down 2 laps, but it is toast down there.
10th caution.
I'm going to go back to Bubba Wallace. He's way up the racetrack, picked up a ton of debris on his tires. We did not get a couple of hard corners. They've talked about it. To get those tires clean, you need 2, 3, 4 laps before the car's back to comfortable again. Can he clean them well enough to be able to be that aggressive again on this restart? Coming up with just a handful of laps to go on the race. How much grip will he have those tires? How much trash the buildup is going to remain on those tires for this restart?
and for me, if I want to make sure my tires are cleaned up, it's in the corner. You know, that's where it's got the most load on it. That's where you really need to be working those tires hard under caution. Not much happens on the straightaway because it's not loaded at all, but in the corners, you can really lean on the car, turn it really sharply, stand in the gas, do whatever you got to do to get those tires cleaned up.
All right, drivers. The The choose is coming up. So Bubba Wallace is in control. Does he choose that inside line?
I don't know. I think that he was doing some really good work on the top of the racetrack right there. We're gonna choose this particular time, but I love getting ahead of it like that, Rick, and trying to think about that and have a conversation. I think the 23 is doing some really good work on the top of the racetrack, and you can see how little grip the 5 had on the bottom of the racetrack. A car that was dominating this race, you know, loose and spin out in the lower groove. They're on the older tires that we mentioned. They're not on a sticker tire with a lot of grip. You can start on the outside line and get the launch. We saw that yesterday in the Xfinity race. Nobody wanted the top at the start of the race. Later in the race, a lot of cars went to the top to control the restarts because of the grip that developed in the higher groove.
Look at how it changes the playoff perspective for Kyle Larson, who was looking like he was going to dominate this race. He now is 1 point below the cut line, where he is running in the 29th position.
He goes to Dega, where he really hasn't had a lot of great success in racing the tracks like Talladega Daytona. So, top 10 earlier.
Well, this is gonna be whack interesting.
Larson's one top 5 finish at Talladega in his career. Having to go there and try to figure that out. Marty, what are you hearing on the 23 car?
So, Junior, after the spin by Kyle Larson, you could tell Bubba Wallace was taking a moment to take a deep breath and also process what just happened. Then after a minute or two, his spotter Freddie Kraft chimed in and said, "What do you want to do on this restart?" And he said, "I certainly don't want to do what we did last time and have that happen to someone else again." And then as everyone started to chime in with all the information from Bubba's,
Oh my God.
I've got my mind made up. I know what I'm going to do. Didn't tell anyone on the team what he's going to do, but Bubba knows where he wants to restart here for what could be the final one in Texas.
Well, this is the highest we've seen William Byron today in the 2nd position, but it should surprise nobody because they're averaging a top 5 finish at mile and a half this season. And oh, of note, Rudy Fugel, his crew chief, has won at Texas 5 times in the Truck Series, the most for him at any track on the circuit. One of those wins came with Byron. We'll see if this pair can get to victory lane on the Cup side here at Texas State.
Steve mentioned the recovery for Tyler Reddick, 9th before the choose. What kind of car does he have left? He called it pretty solid recently. The crew chief Billy Scott has been trying to keep his driver's head in the game, telling him you got to put everything to the side and focus on getting all you can. You know he's going to do that in the restart. He won here last year.
Chase Briscoe sitting here in 3rd place. You know, it's not had the kind of year that we expected from Stewart Haas Racing. It's been a struggle all year long, and when you put a guy like that,
Look at top.
for that matter, Steve mentioned them.
Only one driver in the top 7 has won a race. That's Byron, who has won 5 races. How did Bellman Reddick get in the top 10? My God.
Here comes the choose again. Wallace goes to the outside. William Byron will be on the inside. Denny Hamlin, with those pressure tires, moved up much. He was 12th the last time they went by the scoring line.
I like the lane choice for Bubba Wallace. I did like when he said, "I don't want that to happen to the guy on the bottom again. I don't care about the guy on the bottom. I didn't do anything wrong." He spun himself out. And so he had a chance to get the lead from the fastest car on the racetrack all day long. I'm going to do that again. I'm going to pick that lane again and put the pressure on William Byron.
Gonna restart with 13 to go. Bub on the outside, Byron on the inside. Elliott also on the inside behind Byron.
And look at who's in 3rd right now.
Chase Elliott. Or well, he's in 4th, technically, because race leader is restarting on the outside.
The 24 and 23 battle in
Oh, what the heck?
He's in a position where he could also maybe steal a win and make the season a little bit better.
That was weird.
Popular driver.
Yeah, I think pushing that 2nd row, who pushes the best, who helps that front row the best, to be really important on this restart. Briscoe get the back of the tree early and clear him into 1.
13 laps.
All right, here we go. Bubba gets a great restart. He's clear even before they get to the start-finish line. Elliott, and Briscoe's gonna make it to P2. Ooh, a car jumps way out, and that's because is that?
Chase Briscoe, yeah,
Wow, he lost a lot of position.
But the 14 of Chase Briscoe able to get up to second now. Myron trying to get to the inside of Elliott for third.
Denny Hamlin's going to be one to watch. He's got in a bunch of positions on that restart. Caution! Oh, Blaney! And Cindric! And yes, Blaney, Cindric, Zane Smith, Allmendinger.
Team was right in the middle of that. I think Truex was able to get through with minimal contact.
Blaney has some pretty big damage on the right front.
Yep. Toe link looks to be broke on the 12. For Eric Jones after a huge...
Jones, no.
A lot of damage on the front. The AMR safety crew immediately to him. 16 of AJ Allmendinger flying out of the car. Massive damage to these cars on the front stretch.
Back on pit road, he has damage, so he's coming to pit road early to work on it.
My God, how long has this been going on? We've hit the 3-hour mark on lap 256. Well, let's see. Like,
So it's back in the field.
yeah, like it's not up here. Oh! Reddick smacked the wall hard, and then
That was crazy. They both got into the wall, kind of nose to tail.
Chaos ensued from that moment.
it's weird, like watching how it started because the first car that smacked the wall was not involved in the major wreck. I don't need to pay more attention.
So the 45 hits the wall, and then I believe the next car that made contact with the wall, the 12 ends up running into the back of that car.
And look at Truex right here in the middle of it all. Cars sliding to his left, cars right to his right.
This is the first car that gets in the fence on turn 4 Reddick. Just got arrow time, just lost the balance of the car off the corner.
And look at that angle. Wait, where's the 77 running? 20th.
Numerous cars collected.
Yeah, the 43, I believe, was the next car to hit the wall. The 12 runs at the back of him as he slows the car down. Listen to the throttle.
Oh!
I'm not sure he ever lifted. I think it completely shocked him that the car did
And
not turn.
whack!
Typically, when a driver starts feeling the front tire's not working, he'll come out off the throttle to try to get it to turn. I don't think he ever lifted. I think it completely surprised him that the car fell to the wall.
And a lot of work taking place on the 12, Kim.
That's right, because the right rear toe link broken in half for Ryan Blaney. You see him sitting on pit road as they try to do repairs. Just a poor day for Ryan Blaney. He was back there. That track position he did not have was due to that speeding penalty, remember, on pit road. So just a result of them putting themselves in the back of the field.
So the toe link can be changed on pit road as long as you can do it within that 7-minute mark. Heavy damage to the 43.
While that accident was happening, the 5 of Kyle Larson also went behind the wall, so he ended his day. He scored 31st.
Just look how much you mentioned it with the points, right? Larson was the first one, but now Blaney, he's at -10 and has maybe 2 more spots he could lose. Keselowski, currently 13, sitting right at the cut line. Truex plus 15, and when we watch that replay again, like Truex was right in the middle of it. For a guy that didn't have the best cars and for sure had 0 luck last round, flat tire right away at Kansas. Is this the moment? Is this the moment the luck is turning for Truex? Is missing this wreck kind of, hey, you survived all the bad luck we can throw at you?
It is down to less than 10 laps, and we look at the playoff drivers and the issues. Bubba Wallace, it didn't look like he was going to have a problem. Started up front, but then on pit road, the issue for Christopher Bell.
Yeah, same issue. He's been having all of the playoffs, slow pit stop on the left side, cost him 20 a lot of time.
most of the day on this recent restart. It's loose. Underneath Bubba Wallace. Kyle Larson backs it into the fence hard. His day's over.
In the most recent incident, you can see Tyler Reddick and Aaron Jones both down the wall on turn 4, like the 2 cars behind them.
Tyler Reddick came to pit road, did some work on that car. He's still 25th right now. So there you see it.
How many laps left?
He's in the wall as well into the back of California. So the rest of the field bouncing off the wall. Contact. You mentioned it, Steve. Truex just slowly waiting on all this to clear out so he could drive through the wreck. This right here. That orange car you barely see, that's Truex.
And again, the 12 car with all that damage, you can see it's got a lot of suspension damage, but the only thing good for those guys is that it did a nice job today getting points. 11 stage points, a lot of strategy this team played on a day where they didn't necessarily have a fast car. They got points, got the most, obviously not the most out of it because of this wreck, but prior to these incidents, got the most out of their opportunity.
So he's trying to make as many laps as he possibly can. This car working pretty hard for those laps.
Still the first car that came off pit road with 2 fresh tires through this cycle of restarts. He's up to now 7 free chews. So we'll see where the chooses go. The downside for Hamlin is he continues to run out of laps. And I assume these older tires for Wallace and Briscoe and Elliott, as they cool, they seem to fire off pretty decent.
All right, coming to the choose.
7 laps.
All right.
26 when the green flag comes back out. But Wallace chooses that outside.
Bubba, Briscoe, Elliott, Byron, Harvick, Chastain, Bowman, Hamlin, Stenhouse, Bell.
Perfectly for him to be able to clear off into turn 1.
And then also back in the field, we saw a lot of cars running into each other in the middle of 1 and 2 on the front straightaway, and then obviously it came off turn 4. That happened. So all those guys are racing for position. I would not be surprised to see another car come out.
Oh God, please! We'd hit 12 with that one.
Chastain, all part of the top 5. Playoff drivers won the first 3 races of the playoffs. But you look at some of these people up here that are also a part of the top 8 that haven't won. Bubba Wallace hasn't won yet this year. The 14 of Briscoe. Chase Elliott hasn't won. Kevin Harvick and Alex Bowman all have not won in 2023. All will restart in the top 8. Bubba Wallace. Can the confidence of winning the pole and now coming back to have the track position, can he win his way into the round of 8? It's 6 laps remaining. Green flags.
Here we go. Green. Bubba, Briscoe, the front 2. Briscoe on the inside. Bubba on the outside. Bubba's got a momentum. Ooh, a little contact there. Here comes the 24 to the bottom. No. Whoa! Here comes the 24! Oh! Oh, we made the pass! Wow! Byron! Oh my God! What a pass! Look at the 23 fight back! Oh my God! The 300th win is still a possibility! Chastain, a P2! Oh my God! Oh my God! Oh my God!
Chase has to jump out the gas, losing several spots in that 9 car.
Christopher Bell back there in the 4th position.
Oh my God!
Wallace running 3rd. Byron Chastain, Wallace Bell, the top 4 all playoff drivers.
Hamlin working, gonna, as Harvick gets for P6. 3 to go. 4 miles left. Come Come on! Come on!
Now as the field gets back to single file, the gap between Byron and
1 second. Come on! Oh my God! I didn't think we had the 24 had an iota of a chance to win today, given how far back we started. But we persevered the whole damn race, and we're 2 laps away. Come on!
Toyota's side by side for third. Here comes Bell to the inside.
Oh my God!
Wallace strong on the outside again.
Bell right on that white line, using that with the grip. Not going to get a clear Bubba Wallace.
Bell battling for P3 with Bubba Wallace.
Bell, a little wiggle.
The battle for third continues, but now 24 gonna take the white flag. Last lap in Texas.
William Byron. Is it going to be the driver of the 24 that gives Rick Hendrick his 300th win?
I've been waiting for this for a while. Ever since Watkins Glen, we've been on the cusp of hitting the triple centennial for wins. And now through 3 and 4, it's gonna happen. Byron's gonna win the AutoTrader EchoPark Automotive 400, 300 wins for Hendrick Motorsports. Yeah, baby! Woo! Oh, yes. Oh, we did it. We did it. Oh, God. Oh, man. What a move for the win.
William Byron led only the final 6 laps. Be able to get his
Yep. I can't complain. Oh, man. It's going to be a good 2 weeks for me. Oh, I did it. Oh.
We mentioned the momentum that the 5 of Kyle Larson and the 11 of Denny Hamlin entering these playoffs. And with the accident, the 5 of Larson, does that momentum shift to the 24 now? William Byron. Is he the front runner as we get closer?
Oh, my God. We did it. Ah.
Brought to you by Advanced Auto Parts. The milestone win is going to go to William Byron, but Junior, you were a part of those 300 wins. How big is this for the organization?
They take a lot of pride in milestones like this, and they will celebrate this.
Well, I got to work on that 300 wins video. Right now, I've got 100. It's a third done, and it's an hour and a. It's so far, it's on track to be over 4.5 hours long.
Hard work put into every single one of those victories.
Didn't expect it at this track, but God damn it, it happened. It happened.
Win number 6 of the year for William Byron. And the most important win of the year. No doubt about it. The Texas fans stayed through the heat today, and they get to celebrate William Byron. Advancing to the round of 8. That young man's trying to show him that he autographed his shirt earlier today.
Oh, that's cool.
Win number 300 for Hendrick Motorsports. Welcome to the round of 8, William Byron. How did you steal that one on that final restart?
Man, that's badass. I finally got a good restart at the end.
I mean, he's won 3 races this year on great restarts. Vegas, Phoenix, and Texas. Dominated Watkins Glen. Ran well right at the end at Atlanta. Held off the field. I mean, benefited from his teammates, from Larson and Chastain taking out each other.
Chevy was just tight back in traffic, but had good pace. And this is one of those hot days. I felt like when I played football, I'm going through 2 days, just wanted to quit. But it was a grinded out day, and our team was there at the end. I'm really proud of this one. As hot
as it was, as tough as it was. So we'll take it and go on to the next round.
Rick Hendrick gave you a shot as a young driver. What does bringing him win number 300 mean for Hendrick Motorsports?
I don't know if I can even put it into words. I was such a Hendrick Motorsports fan growing up as a kid, watching Jimmy Johnson, and became really fond of Jeff Gordon as I got to know him, and just thankful for all the people and men and women back at Hendrick Motorsports and Mr. Hendrick for his investment in me and telling me at 17 years old that he was going to take me to cup racing. So just appreciate everything.
10th win.
This is awesome. We're definitely going to enjoy this one.
And now you and the 24 team are one step from a championship potential run. Now you don't have to worry about Talladega on the road. How cool is that?
Yeah, it's cool. I mean,
Not having to worry about Talladega is that feels so good.
Today I thought we had a good car. We could have just got to the front, and at the end there we were really fast.
By the way, I know it's hot in the car today, but how about these Texas fans who stood out here in 100-degree heat this afternoon?
Yeah, they're better than I would be. So appreciate all you guys coming out. It was a really good crowd for as hot as it was. So got some of the best fans in Texas. I love it here. So I look forward to coming back next year.
Rick, you mentioned he didn't lead until that final restart. That doesn't matter. They've advanced now to the round of 8. William Byron in the 2014.
Talking about how hot it was. Well, there he is, Rick Hendrick. He has built a dynasty. It started with win number 1. Jeff Gordon back in Martinsville.
40 years of cup racing. This is the organization's 40th year. They've averaged 7.5 wins per year. All right, thank you all so much for coming. Oh my God, oh it's so good. All right, I'll see you next week for Talladega. Oh, that'll be wild. Thank you all so much for coming in today. Even though nobody didn't chat, I couldn't be more thrilled. I can't complain. Life is good. Oh man, I love this sport. This is all right. Again, see you next week at Dega. This is BowserJrXD signing off. Have a good one.